Hello everybody! I have Aries Shepard with me today, a vocal queen. I'll let her introduce herself in a second once I unmute the desktop audio.
Fuck. Oh, fuck. Wait. Okay, hold on. Is it on yet? Fuck. Shit.
Yes.
Okay,
First thing heard. Fuck.
How long has it been on?
It was...
Oh, God. Okay.
It literally only started like the second... It was like the second fuck in, and then I was like, wait. Oh.
Shit, okay. I didn't know you were gonna make me talk about myself, so I just immediately started to panic because that's like, you know, the most appropriate response.
It's okay, it doesn't have to be.
Somebody asks you to talk about them.
Oh, don't worry, it doesn't have to be like a big fancy one. You can even just say like your name and you're a VTuber.
Okay. Anyways, for those who don't know me, hello. My name is Aries Shepard. I'm a space-themed VTuber. I do music content on YouTube and then variety gaming, ASMR, eating food stuff on Twitch. Don't ask me about that last one. You can find any of my socials just by going Aries Shepard, SHEPARD on pretty much any social medias. Well, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube, and those are and TikTok, I guess, but I haven't posted there in a while.
I forget TikTok.
Yeah, and I do music things, and I do gaming things, and I am 100% say so. I never swear. I never make dirty jokes, and anyone who tries to tell you otherwise is a dirty, dirty liar.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Can you both pretend to be frogs for 2 minutes, please? What? Is this a common request for you?
Yes. It seems to be. Seems to be every single time. But it's okay. Just frogs.
I don't know how to ribbit.
It's okay. Neither do I. We made like Camille like do it as well, and it just ended up being Kermit the Frog, so it didn't go very well. Oh god, there's the
I would love to be able to imitate Kermit the Frog. It'd be such a good joke.
It
just
would
pull out
be.
My Kermit impression, yeah.
I love Kermit the Frog. I love Aries constellation Halo. What a pretty design choice. Yes.
I know. I love it so much. It's my favorite part of the design.
Your design is so good.
What's it called? It's called a charm point. Is that what people call
it?
Yeah, charm point.
Yeah, your design
so
is just
even
like
if you take off all my clothes and replace it with a modesty towel so that we don't get demonetized on YouTube, you can still recognize that it's me.
Yeah, like your design is like really like it stands out in like a really good way. Like kind of like even if you actually like you can actually easily Google you. Like you can literally just type in Aries Shepard and you instantly come up. Like and you can instantly like see like all the images and you're like, yep, that be you. Like, it's just so recognizable.
Supposedly, if you Google the words grape VTuber, that also, I also turn up in the results, but I'd like to clarify that I am in no way associated with grapes. That is a false and hurtful rumor someone made up to slander my name. I don't know how it persisted for this long. But, you know, if you see anybody saying as such, if you see something, say something, you know? Call the police.
It's okay.
I don't know where I was going with that.
It's okay. Grapes are very nice, though. Oh, I think my brother locked my cat in my room. Let me let him out. Let me set him free. He's scratching at the door.
Oh, yeah, go do that.
It is okay, my good boy. Here you go. Off you go. Don't just stand in the door. Go. Da-da-da-da-da-da. He is free. The boy is free. He's been in my room for hours.
Oh.
He's lazy. He just sleeps pretty much. Be cute, sleep. That's about as much of a productivity day he's got. It's really hard life being him, you know.
I know. Sounds so hard.
Yeah, like he came into like, cause like I was really fatigued earlier. He just like sumo jumped on me, like, and I mean he's a big cat. He's a big cat, and he just like sumo jumped on me, and I'm like, oh, Tamsin, you're so heavy,
Oh
and he's
no!
like cuddles, and I'm like right cuddles, and he had been there ever since. He's been there for hours, and that's him finally wanting to escape. He's a big boy.
Big boy.
He's a big chunker. Without being chunky, he's just really big. Do you like have any pets or that?
I don't. When I was living with my family, we had a family dog,
Mm.
but I have since moved out of the house, so I no longer have a dog, and it's sad, and I'm lonely.
No.
No.
It's always sad when it's like a pet that even like you've grown up with and stuff, and then like just leaving the house, even for like people who go into student accommodation where it's like temporary staying there. It's like, no pets, no, bring the animals.
Yeah, it makes me sad.
It's okay. I felt that when I did stay in student accommodation for like a whole year, and I felt so deprived of like my cats like coming up to me demanding that they sleep on top of me. I was like, something's wrong. I feel like bald without them.
I stayed with my parents all the way through university, so like I did not move out of the house until I was in my mid-20s. And then when it finally happened, like the loneliness set in really badly because I spent so much of my life being with like my family, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like empty nest syndrome, but the other way around.
It's okay. It's okay, Pet Pet. At least, like, you know, like, you're not... I mean, I know the internet's not exactly, like, you know, a replacement or anything, but, like, there's, like, lots of people who, like, love you and want to talk to you and stuff. So, like, even when there's, like, tough times, if you feel, like, really lonely and stuff, there's always people who would be happy enough to, like, have a chat with you and things and keep you company.
Yeah, it does help the loneliness. To be able to talk to people through the internet. I think if this was in the olden days when we didn't have that, I probably would be much lonelier. I'd be way worse off, for sure.
Oh yeah, like, goodness. Imagine having to still send things, like, through letters only, and just having to wait days just to, like, have any form of human contact. That would just be so sad. I don't think I could handle that. Okay, I should probably start at least drawing one outfit. It's like, there's three bases here, and there's like nothing started yet. It's fine.
Let's
always
start
like
doing the thing that we started the oh my god, boobs!
there's booby.
Look away, chat!
Look
away!
You saw nothing, chat. There we go.
You gotta put some sensor bars underneath the towel, so you pop off the towel, and then it's still censored.
That like when I was like drawing Camille, we had to like draw like figs. Like chat was just like put fig leaves on her, and I'm like, okay. Like last minute adding the fig leaves, and we're like, I don't think it matters anymore. The whole chat's seen everything now. Like, I don't know what the fig leaves were going to do, but they were added in anyway. Okay, let me look. So, Aries is giving me a Pinterest board, so let me grab that. Because I closed all my tabs in Chrome, so I have to reopen it. There we go. So... Oh, I just realized that means I won't be able to see chat. Moves the chat box over. It's fine. There we go. I can now read.
Punt chat off her screen. Fuck you, chat.
Yeets.
Yeet.
Okay. I should be able to see chat now. There we go. It's all good. I can see you all now. We're all good. Okay, so there's like a few transparent things. There's like kind of jeans and stuff, a bit of denim, like bomber jackets, gloves, like kind of funky boots that are like kind of more like casual than like really like leathery boots. Okay, we got this. Okay, let me try and activates my brain.
I believe in you.
I have not thought all day.
With those 2 brain cells.
I only have half
Both
of one.
them. Oh no.
They decrease by the day.
Oh no.
It's okay. I am proud of my stupidity. I am proud. It's now my charm point. Everyone just gets to be, it's like people can't be mad at me. They're just like, it's okay, you're just like naturally stupid, and I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's think. I think I could definitely go for at least one kind of bomber jacket, especially because like I didn't really think about it at the time. I just wanted like a kind of like confident pose, but it actually works really well with like modeling a jacket.
Censoring the I was gonna say it works really well censoring, you know, the parts that need to.
It's okay, YouTube.
You know, 2 out of 3 is not bad or something if you kind of count the right boob, I guess.
It's okay, YouTube. I can do this.
It's okay.
It's okay, It's okay, YouTube. We're fine. See?
Yeah.
See, there's
no need for demonetization here.
It's okay. I'm not even monetized. It can't come for me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can't do jack shit then. Well.
Yeah, I'm free.
But it's probably fine.
It's all good. Okay, I'm just trying to think of what kind of jacket.
Have you ever played Cyberpunk 2077?
I haven't.
Ooh, it's a really pretty game. One of my inspirations for like this outfit or like the Pinterest board I gave to you was a character that has kind of a leather jacket. Like it kind of reminds me of something you would wear to ride a race car or something. And there was neon piping on it that actually glowed with neon light, but it was kind of floating above the surface of the jacket like a hologram.
Oh damn, that sounds really cool.
Yeah. So something like with that vibe of futuristicness would be really cool.
Okay, let's do this. Okay. I usually love adding quilted stuff, so I'm like, quilt.
Ooh. On the inside, I love quilted details like in the lining of a jacket.
Yeah, it's like it just adds to it, but it also ends up feeling really comfy as well. There we go. And we've got hardly any jacket, but it's fine. It's fine. There will be more jacket. We can make more jacket. Except it'll look very awkward that there's only a jacket on you and nothing else. Just like, damn.
We'll get around to the rest of it.
It's fine. We'll get there. Don't come for me, YouTube. Don't cancel the stream. I'm not even partnered, so we're fine. Don't come for me.
Yeah, it'll probably be fine.
If Kelly can have Ina's dump truck ass out on live stream, I can do this.
Yeah, it'll probably be fine.
Probably. I've not been attacked so far for it. I've escaped it so far, so we're good. Okay, let's... oh. God damn it, you VTuber model! It just, like, decides to, like, have its little moments where it just goes skloosh and, like, flings me off the screen. And I'm like, why?
What?
I don't know why.
Wow. I really don't know what would cause it to do that.
I don't know either. It's, like, it's just so weird why it does it, but... I can't really do much about it either because it seems to be like the actual tracking itself. So I'm like, oh no.
Oof.
Like, it'll work normally, and then the next minute it'll be like, we've decided that your face is like upside down and everything, and I'm like, what? How does that even happen? I can't even physically do that. I wish I could. That would be very cool, but I unfortunately cannot do that. There we go. And then let's add this little bit here. And then one of those little belt thingies down there. Get the fabric up there so it's obvious that it's going up the way. There we go. Because I will probably add more details and stuff like the zips and stuff. Because I've got a brush for that.
Oh, I didn't know that you could do that with brushes. That's cool.
Oh yeah, like Cliff Studio is just like, does it exist? There's a brush for it. Like, where do we see? Okay, is it in this bit? No, it wouldn't. It'd be in this bit. There's like tons of stuff. There's always a million brushes for tights. There's so many for tights, and I'm like, I see how it
those,
is.
like fishnet stockings and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they're everywhere. I'm like, yeah, we know that everybody's like really into their legs and tights. We know.
You know, I used to wear only completely opaque tights for whatever reason, but recently I've tried out like 50 denier or whatever it's called, like lighter, like more transparent ones, and I rather like them too. I don't like them to be too light because I don't know, for modesty's sake, I still want the skin color to be obscured. But I rather enjoy the way the slightly more transparent ones work.
Yeah, particularly like if it's like it doesn't show the leg too much, but it still gives it like a bit of a shine compared to just like completely bare legs. That's really nice. Then we see, okay, got some pockets there. I'm trying to think what else we could add in terms of pattern for it, since that's usually like the thing you notice with bomber jackets is what the pattern is. Maybe put like a label there. Let's just pretend it's NASA. Come for me, NASA, come sue me. Like every other designer and stuff always has like NASA themed things, so I'm just like, I can do what I want. You can't come for me.
It should be fine. You know, when I was planning my astronaut themed outfit, I was also considering like the NASA jumpsuits. But the other problem is the NASA jumpsuits also look very ugly.
Oh no. It's always so cursed trying to find things.
I know. Why can't I be an aesthetically pleasing astronaut?
It's okay. One day you will achieve your dream.
One day.
Because for this, I will probably add like a kind of, I want to try and add like maybe a marble kind of effect, like that kind of holographic vibe. I have like a texture that could like slap on the top of it, but I don't know how it will like show up. Because a lot of the time you can do like that kind of effect with Liquify tool and just like make everything swirly into each other, and then it gives that vibe anyway. But I will have to play around with that. But that's what I want to do. I want to give it that kind of slight holographic metallic vibe to it with varying color. Because I mean, like, so your hair's already shiny.
You want it to be like that silvery holographic?
I'm not sure if I want to go for silver. I might, because like it's also really nice when it's like in a kind of like purpley pinkish color as well, and blues. Like it always looks like really nice in those colors as well, because those are usually the ones you end up seeing reflected anyway. And these kinds of jackets and that, it's usually like blues and purples and pinks and like tinges of yellow like throughout anyway.
Have you ever heard of the YouTube channel Simply Nailogical?
I haven't, no.
So it's a YouTube channel drawn by a nail polish enthusiast. She's actually created her own company selling nail polishes, and she loves holographic nail polishes.
Oh man, that's like
Her catchphrase is like, "It's hollow, bitch." She says it like that, and she has her own nail polish company called Hollow Taco. Taco because she mispronounces the word top coat as taco a lot. So a lot of her nail polishes. Ooh, actually, let me show you some. Some of them are like really pretty. And she has a lot of. She really likes holographic glitter polishes. So a lot of her stuff is holographic glitter or multi-chrome or metallic. Let me see. Can I sort by color? No. Ooh. Oh, I can. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
there we
I'm gonna send this to you. Hold on.
Oh my god, that looks so pretty. So
I know, right? It looks so nice. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, because, like, honestly, a lot of metallics just work really well with, like, that kind of side of the color wheel. Just that whole area is so nice. I don't know what it is. It's just, it's always really nice in those colors. And then when someone tries to do it in a different color, it just ends up looking really weird.
Yeah.
Or it has to match something really specific. Or it just kind of, like, just knocks everything off balance.
My leading inspiration for my outfit was a collie from KDA during when they first released Pop Stars because
Oh,
her
yeah.
jacket just looked so cool.
Oh, yeah.
So I went with a purple iridescent diamond quilted jacket as well, but I changed a bunch of details because I didn't want to get sued by Blizzard or something.
Oh, yeah.
Riot? Is it Blizzard or Riot? Riot, right?
It's Riot, yeah.
Riot, yeah. I didn't want Riot to sue me.
Yeah, and knowing them, they probably would. Don't come for us, Riot, for slandering you. The whole internet already does that.
It's okay. They don't have a patent on purple iridescent diamond quilted fabric. It's a really specific fabric and it's rare, but it's not impossible to find or make. So, I used to want to be a fashion designer when I was in high school.
Ooh.
But I looked up the cost to go to fashion school, especially like FIT or like any place in America really. If you're a foreign student, it costs so much. Oh my god.
It's ridiculous, the prices to go to any form of like art school, but especially like fashion school and stuff, because they'll be like, we just want to make sure we cover the cost of fabrics, and it's like, psych, you're buying your own. There's even more to the cost, and it's like, oh my god.
And it's like, psych, if you come from outside of the country, we're gonna charge you 4 times as much because, I don't know, fuck you, I guess.
Yes. Oh, it's like so off-putting for a lot of people, and it's like, no wonder it's like the same kind of folk who always like succeed in these things, because it's like, yeah, they're the only ones who could afford to go there. No one else can.
The rich people. The rich people.
Screw the rich people. I'll eat them.
Eat the rich.
Yes.
Cannibalism!
I love
Fuck those guys!
I'm just like, I'm always like, eat the rich. I don't care. I'm gonna rob them. Like, there's like this area and where I go for my walks and stuff, and it's like basically where the rich people live, and but like they're kind of low-key rich, so they kind of like don't have like super duper fancy houses, but because they're kind of old Victorian style, that's why they cost so much. And they happen to just be in the middle of like the town center, and like all the rich people live there because you just see all their fancy cars and you're like, oh yep, you guys are certainly rich. and they walk
Yeah.
around in like Gucci and stuff, and I walk there all the time, and I'm pretty sure they're like partially scared of me now because like I just end up going around going, yep, I'm gonna rob that house, I'm gonna rob that house.
Oh my
And I
god.
don't even care if they're there. I'm just like, yep, I'm gonna rob that one, I'm gonna rob that one. Oh, this one can afford tons of Hello Fresh, I'm definitely robbing them.
Oh my god.
I just like go after all of them, and my mom's like, "You can't say that when they're there. They might just like think we're actually gonna
Call the
do
police.
it." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"I don't care. They can come for me. I don't care. I am past caring what the rich people think. I do not care." Okay, what about little like it's always hard for me to know what to call them because I know so many people like call it
Fanny
like
packs?
yeah, and then to me it's like no. Like so we end up calling it like a bum bag.
Oh, I have never heard of that before.
But I think it's just because like a lot just because like it means like vagina to us, so that's why we just end up going
Oh.
with bum bag instead.
Oh,
So we're
the only thing I know about them is that apparently, cool kids are supposed to wear them on over their shoulder, like across their chest, and
Oh,
if
yeah.
you wear it on your waist, you look like it's for boomers or something. I don't know. I don't own one. I really can't tell.
honestly, like I've seen like both like young and old folk like wear it both ways, and like I always feel like it just makes a bit more sense when it's around the waist because it's like that's usually where there's a lot of like kind of space. There's not really anything like accentuating that area at all. Meanwhile, it just adds to like fill that gap. Versus if you're like wearing a nice top or something and you're putting this bag over the top
Yeah.
of it, I'm like, that's such a waste. Like you're literally just putting a
Yeah.
bag over the top of it. If it's like a plain t-shirt, whatever, but it'll be like, oh, here's our fancy like tech wear top and we're gonna shove this bag over the top of it. And I'm like, why would you do that? That is such a waste. You've got fancy
think-
intricate top for this.
I think some people have started making bags that are supposed to be slung over the shoulder or something, so the straps are like angled a little bit and the bag is shaped to be a little bit slimmer so it's not it doesn't like cover your boobs as much. But people still wear like the whole ass. Like I think if the pack itself is too big and bulky, I don't want that bouncing around on top of my boobs, you know?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it depends on the bag.
Oh, definitely. Okay, let's see how we're going to color this in then and add details because I usually just like kind of add the details afterwards and mess around with all the pattern stuff I've got. So like I usually like hate like sending like this kind of sketch where I go like there's nothing here and they're like where's the details and I'm like wait for it, they're not there yet, I do it afterwards. But some people just get really impatient, and I'm like, Okay, let's. Actually, should I? I might be able to do it this way, where I just select the outline of it and then invert it, so then I just don't have to worry about base coloring outside the lines. Let's see if this works. Let's see if it works. It does! It picked it up!
Ooh.
Nice! It did, it
Cool.
worked. I love doing this just because I hate base coloring with a burning passion. It's like my least favorite thing to do. If there's
I
anything,
hate having to zoom in on the line art and be like, oh, look at those tiny little places where I had to fill it in or erase it.
oh,
It's such a
mode.
pain.
Yeah, like there's so many people who like try and do it like with just automatically selecting things, and then you just see like the dotted lines from where the selection's missed, especially if someone's got a textured like line art style, like they've used a textured brush, and I'm like, no, why would you do that to me? I can see every little dot like left around the outside. And it pains me so much because like I'm one of those people that like used to line art with like a kind of textured brush, and so that was like my worst nightmare when people did that. I was like, I hate it here. Stop doing that. Oh my god. Just learn to base color properly. Particularly because it was like a lot of people, like, when you're like, oh, I want to organize a collab or something, it's always like the people who aren't generally artists that like offer to base color because they think like, oh, it's just such an easy task. And
Uh-huh.
then you're like,
Uh-huh.
no, please do not. It is not that simple. I am going to cry because they leave a million holes everywhere, and they've just literally used the selection tool and went blip, 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 blip everywhere, and you can tell, and it's
Yeah.
suffering. And I'm like, please, if you don't manually check over any holes and stuff, we're gonna have a problem. Please do not cause problems, because that's just adding to like the amount of work the artists have to do afterwards, particularly because of like wrist pain and stuff for ones with carpal tunnel and stuff. That's really going to mess them over. I'm like,
Oh
no,
yeah.
just don't offer. It's fine if you don't offer. Like, no one's going to be like, wow, you totally did not like contribute to the work or anything. Like, no one's going to like shit on you if you can't do something. Like, it's fine. You're like not there to like sit there and be like my base coloring slave or anything. Like, you can vibe. It's fine. I'd rather it was like someone who was very confident and knew what they were doing, and then I don't have to worry and go, should I have to check every single little hole possible before I even start? That's why I don't shade anymore for anybody else's art. I'm just like, no, I'm not dealing with that anymore. Okay, so these colors are just random at the moment, just so I can actually see the contrast, because I can't see shit. Like, I have glasses and I still can't see shit. So I'm like, it's fine. I use random colors just so I can actually see things.
Oh yeah, I do that too. When I code something, I make the components first and then I give them contrasting like terrible, terrible colors just so I
Mm-hmm.
can see what parts are where.
Yeah, it makes so much sense, because it's like, why muck yourself over trying to get it correct 100% the first time when you can just edit the colors later than have tons of mistakes and overlaying stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to just color it randomly first just so you can see what's going on.
Exactly. Just it does make a lot of sense, but a lot of people are like, especially like really fancy artists, like they already have like the ultimate eyes of a hawk and they don't need to do it. But I'm like, wow, imagine being able to see. I can't relate to that. I'm gonna put on my
Yeah.
glasses. There we go. I should put my glasses on because I can't see shit. There we go. There we go. Toggle's now on. Oh god, I forgot to switch back to the brush. There we go. Oh, that bit's not done either. There we go. There we go. And then onto the leggings. Make it. I usually have everything clipped to one layer, but I haven't done that this time because I am a fool. So
Oh no.
I am like, we're we're just going with it this time.
Oh no.
I'll remember for the second outfit. It's too late now. I can't go back now. But it's fine. The second outfit, I can do it. There we go, some red. I don't know why you're like kind of suiting this primary color thing going on, but for some
Because
reason
of the
you're,
blue hair.
yeah,
It's
it's like
working.
you're kind of rocking it. I'm like, I don't think I ever expected that to ever happen. Usually like everybody looks like a disaster and it looks like they've just came out of Clown Town. And I'm like, wow, you're actually fine with it on. You've like managed to make it work somehow. I'm like, I
It's really
do.
hard to like in anime design. It's really hard to match blue hair to outfits. It just like tends not to go well with a lot of different colors. But this is actually working.
I'm like just shocked. I'm like, man, you're just like owning the whole color wheel now.
Rainbow.
There we go. Let's get the... I'll just put the bag on the same layer as the shoes. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Yeah.
There we go. And then we'll put purple for the gloves. And then that should be everything roughly done. I can do the like kind of waistband and stuff on the same layer as the trousers anyway. It's all good. It's all good. Doesn't have to be super neat as a sketch anyway. Everything's been sketched. I would die if it was line art. I would just disintegrate if I was to line art everything. Like, it's why, like, I just ended up stopped doing, like, tons of, like, painting type commissions, because I'm just like, I'm too exhausted for this. I'm just gonna shove everybody with base colors, and then that's it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am late reading the chat. Not even 30 minutes into it, and it already looks awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I can't believe I usually pay attention to chat really quite quickly. Damn. It's what base coloring does to me. Makes me a monster. Oh god. VTube Studio, behave yourself.
Oh no!
I swear to god. I swear to god. Okay, now time to change colors into actual colors. And not whatever the hell's going on here. Okay, let's see. We'll maybe go with the white, kind of the slight off-white for the jacket, so it does like kind of give a mini astronaut look, but not too much into it. VTuber does what it wants. It does not care for your needs. I noticed. I noticed. It doesn't like me at all. It likes to bully me on a everyday basis, and I hate it. Like, one day I will get my vengeance on VTube Studio. I can't even use it on my phone. Like, I tried to, and it just, like, it decided that the model folder doesn't exist. Like, so I'm like, okay, so I can't even, like, import my model into it. So I'm like, oh, well, webcam it is. Suffering. Okay, we got that, and, okay, go with a darker color around this area so it has like a kind of monochrome vibe, since there was like some bits of like kind of the monochromatic colors like in the Pinterest board, and then we just add some accented colors like kind of blues and purples and stuff afterwards. Okay, now for the bottoms. Let's see, don't know if I want them to be white as well or black, so we're gonna test either way. Okay, so
I like that.
Okay, and then we'll just switch over and see which one you prefer. So that's the black and the white. Which one would you prefer?
I think the black is better.
You
get more of a contrast between like the sleeve and the pants, and then it matches with the top. Yeah.
Okay, we got that, because then we could probably do the shoes with white. And then the bag, I will probably try and color drip a bit from the hair. So maybe go like that kind of color. Because I think it'd be nice if, like, because it's next to all the monochromatic colors, if, like, the bum bag is, like, the brighter part. Which layer is it on? Oh my god! Wait, I forgot it's on the same layer as the shoes. Can't believe I forgot that. Maybe a bit lighter. It's okay, I'll make it shiny or something. It's fine. I'll make it shiny. It's really hard sometimes when I'm like told to like, oh, do a certain concept or that, and then it's really hard to convey certain things in plain base coloring, because a lot of it like really depends on shading, and I'm like, please don't think I'm terrible at my job. It's literally just the base coloring. I'm doing my best. I can't replicate the feeling of texture completely from like base colors alone. That's just not how it works. I wish it was, but I can't do that, completely. I try my best to like implement like a bit of it in to like give some idea of texture, but like, you know, like I'm not a miracle worker. I can't do that.
Yeah, I've learned from when you're making art or like some kind of craft, things will generally, until you're at least 90% done, kind of look like shit. And it's nobody's fault. It's just like the process. That's the way the process works. You have to trust the process.
Exactly. It's so hard to like explain it to people sometimes, and I'm just sitting there like, please forgive me. I swear to God, I am not trying to make this look bland as hell. There is going to be texture, there's going to be volume, but there's only so much I can do with its flat colors. And like people want to like usually people commission me now for like to use as like their references for like their VTuber mama or something, or like for their to get themselves a reference sheet. And just because like that's why I tend to like put like my flat color kind of sketches at like a kind of lower price than maybe like some other folk in the community, because like they tend to like do the whole reference sheet stuff. Meanwhile, I'm just like, here's a design, do whatever the heck you want with it. I don't care anymore. So like, but I because I have to keep it as flat colors for whoever's going to be drawing it next, because I'm not like the final reference. I can't add any particular shading to it. And so like I have to try my best to make sure like I can convey any texture that I possibly can, because I sometimes even have to write notes. But the problem is that if they have like VTuber mama or that doesn't speak English, then that becomes a massive problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, crap, I have to make this like super duper clear, or we're gonna have some serious problems, because there's just some things you can't pick up unless it's shaded. And I'm like, oh god, I'm suffering. Because like I'd happily add like little bits of shading, but like I just know that that's not going to help when people are trying to pick colors. Because I've noticed that before, like if I've added like shading and stuff, they'll try and like color drip it instead of actually looking at it from like relative colors. Like you know how like this color here, that's technically not black. Like if you click on it, it takes you right to a
Yeah,
dark
I've tried
purple.
to color stuff as actual black. It just looks bad.
Yeah, then like some people go, okay, so this is like dark purple then, and I'm like, no, like the intention
It's
is
not.
black. Like please pay attention to like the rest of it. It's obvious it's not meant to be a dark purple, but like people will just like randomly select and go, but I used the color dripper, it's fine. And I'm like, no, you have to look at the full picture and go, right, is this the darkest color on the screen? The chances are it's meant to be black. It's not
You
gray, it's not purple, it's not blue, it's black. And
you
they'll
can't
go,
make it pitch black because then you can't like represent the shading on the
yeah.
clothing, because even if clothing is black in real life, there is still like some light and it kind of shines, it kind of
Mm-hmm.
like reflects off of the texture of the fabric itself. There's no
Mm-hmm.
way to show it as perfectly black.
Mm-hmm. Like they're forgetting like this is like 2D drawings. This isn't 3D. There is no like emphasis or depth to it. So I can't really do much about that. I'm like, I'm sorry that this is just like an anime lady with some boobies. I can't really make the boobies stick out to show that this is not like there's actual details on here with the light reflecting on the top of the chest. I can't do that unless there's like a lot of intricate shading. Like please believe me that it is a specific color. And they're like, dark purple. And I'm like, no,
No!
it's a nightmare. But I do my best. I do my best, but there's only so much I can do.
I believe in you.
Okay. But because I shaded like bits of the hair and stuff, I should be able to add like a bit of shading into it, luckily enough. So we should be okay. Wait, why am I doing it on a clipped layer when I should just literally like do it on the same layer so it blends? I'm stupid. Do-do-do. The worst thing to shade is definitely quilting, though. Like, I love it when it's finished,
Yeah.
but when it's not finished, it's a nightmare. And I'm like, oh.
My artist charged me extra for complexity because of my jacket, which is also quilted. I
Man.
can only imagine the pain he went through.
Like, to be honest, it's actually like quite a fun texture to work with, like, because it's like you kind of know how to approach it, even if someone's like not the most skilled artist. Like, it's pretty standard on how it should be roughly shaded, which is a good thing because then it means that like even people who aren't like very like maybe beginner artists and stuff, that means they could like draw you fan art and stuff pretty easily without having to worry about like, oh, does it look like the jacket? It's like, no, it's luckily enough pretty straightforward on how quilting is shaded. It's just making sure it looks like it's got enough depth is the problem. Because otherwise it just looks like a bunch of squares, and it's like, no, I've got to make it look plump, bouncy, get right in there. But it's hard.
Ooh, that's looking nice.
Okay, this is like the rough shading, and now I'm going to slap a bunch of bright colors all over it and be like, and then hopefully try and see what layer effects I can like mess about with. Just slap a bunch of bright colors on it.
Liquefy.
I do love Liquefy. Liquefy saves my life every time. I didn't know what life was until Liquefy existed. I was like, why is everybody raving about Liquefy, like being in CSP? Like, I don't get it. And then once it arrived, I went, I get it. I understand everything. I understand why the Photoshop users have been raving about it now. It has saved my life. Makes everything so much better. Okay, we've got some random splodges of color now. Let's see. Wait, I forgot. I even have a gradient for this. I have a gradient for doing holographic stuff. Why am I like this? Okay, let me see. No.
It's okay. I don't even do art, so I have like no comprehension of the tools that you do and do not have. I'm ignorant.
Okay, that just makes it saturate. Okay, that adds a bit of color.
Oh shit, that looks cool.
I'm trying to see if I can like make it a bit more like standoutish, because I was like really pastely. Like, it's quite muted colors, so I'm like, is there any layer effects that will actually like make it show
Increase
up?
the saturation contrast.
Because like multiplies there, but then that just makes the jacket look really purpley rather than white. So I'm like, not quite. So I'm wondering if I keep it on.
Ooh, that's nice.
Let's see. I'll try and see if we can maybe play with some layer effects now, because that might help as well. I could probably just put it there. I have tons of gradient maps. Gradient maps are my best friend. If my colors are off, gradient maps is there to save the day. Okay, where is it? There's this one, which, like, sometimes adding like a completely different color helps a lot to bring out brightness and things. It's very interesting because like sometimes it's like, why on earth would you put this color like on top of it? And I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's gonna pop
Color theory.
Yeah, it's like, it's gonna pop once I put a layer effect on it. It's gonna look so different. And then once I show them, they're like, oh, how did that happen? And I'm like, magic.
Magic.
Let's see.
Witchcraft.
Because like this one I know adds like a little tinge of color like these ones, but I'm trying to remember which ones was the holographic ones, because there was like a very specific one. Oh, it's this one. It's this one. Right, okay, that's a bit too pinkish, that's too pale. I think it's because there's not enough contrast on it already. Because sometimes some of the gradients won't pick up unless there's a lot of contrast to begin with. It won't pick up like the whole entire like color range, which is what would make it like really pop. So, but I'm like, I can only do so much right now. Okay, let's see. Nope. Nope. Let's see. Nope. 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 Damn it. Okay, there's some different kinds of colors here. Let's see. Please, I do my best. Show up, please. Okay, though, those ones are definitely not gonna work. Okay, I'll go back to that one that had the 15%, since they showed up a bit more. What about this? Because that might tone out some of the purple. Yeah, it tones out some of the purple, but it does make it more blended in. Oh god. No, hue just makes it green. Then that's not helping either. Nope, okay. What about brightness? Oh god, now it's really dark. And that's just white. No, it's just, I don't know what the heck that is. Layer effects are fun.
There's so many.
There's so many indeed. Okay, we can go with that for the moment. I think that'll still convey it enough.
And yeah, I really like that.
I'll see if I can like add like a sparkle or something to it just to make it like definitely be like it's shiny. But I don't know what I have. What do I have available that might make it shiny? Oh god. Oh god, my model's having a good time to itself. It's going like skadoosh everywhere again. Damn it.
Like a little dance.
Everyone being like, man, I wish I had tracking to make my model dance. And I'm like, I got it for free. It does it all the time, even when I'm not doing it. It's cursed. It's so cursed. Like, I swear, I am pretty sure it's like possessed or something.
Oh, that's really cool.
Let me see, where's your blue color? Maybe some blues underneath there. Maybe some in there. Let's see what layers.
Up in the armpit.
Gotta have the armpits.
Gotta have the armpit shadows.
It's what the people want.
Yes, the people demand the armpit shadows.
I have never understood people's like interest in it at all. Like, it's one of those interests that I'm like, I don't get it, but I will respect them enough to like not particularly question it much. I just kind of go like, okay, I'm not going to shame you, but I also don't get it. There's just some tastes that I just go,
That's how I feel about people who are really into feet, except I will shame them because...
Oh, mood. Feet's like a no-go. Feet's no.
No feet.
Feet is bad. God, the amount of times like when I was like streaming on Twitch where I would like shame people for their feet like interests, and then like a bot about feet would always join in the chat, and I'm like, no. I hate this. I'm like, you're not welcome here.
Oh, how could they?
I'm like, this ain't about
you. That was a hate crime they did to you. Oh my god.
I'm just like, why would you join this? This is literally me dunking on you. Why would you turn up like this? But they do, and I'm like, man, at least they've got balls enough to do it. But I also don't want them there. Okay, let's see. Maybe overlay, make it topaz shiny. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'll lower the opacity a little. There we go. Okay, we have some form of holographic jacket going on.
I like it. I think it looks really neat.
Thank you, thank you. Let me get the zip now. I gotta get the zip for it. Deciding on what kind of zip is hard though. Would this one be okay? Let's see. Well, that's really hard to see. Oh, it's probably because I don't have that top color done. Oh, oh, they're really tiny. Oh my god.
Ooh.
That's really tiny.
It's a little...
That's very... Oh, no wonder it's only a size 10. No wonder it's like super tiny. That shows up a bit better, but I don't want to use that color. Maybe if I use the outline as like a blue or something, it will show up a bit better. No. Oh.
Oh, I see that little flap is the flap that sits behind a zipper when you zip it up. Oh, I was wondering what that was.
I wonder if a metal one would look different. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this to actually like sit on like the jacket properly without it like disappearing too much. I'm like, it's really hard. Damn it.
Maybe like a pastel but slightly darker purple?
Maybe that might
pick the darker part of the jacket and then put that in there.
Okay, so it's like this kind of section here. Okay, let's see. Let's see. And then, oh, that's the wrong way around, or your zip wouldn't actually work at all. There we go. Oh, there. Now there's two sides to the zip. Now it will actually work as a zip. Ah, Spanish in chat. I don't know Spanish, but hola. I have no knowledge of Spanish, to be honest. Like, we got made to learn like French in school and stuff, so like I have no clue. Like, I just know nothing about languages. How school life suffering treating you? It's terrible. It's terrible. Hate it. I hate it. School is terrible. Don't go to school, kids. Very bad for you. Definitely don't recommend it.
What are you in school for?
I do psychology is my degree. And it's a nightmare. Like, I love it, but I also hate it.
Yeah, I get that.
I just want to, like, skip to the part where I can, like, actually, like, go around helping people and not, like, sitting there having to do, like, research into why guys apparently like to dance to impress women. That was a legit study we had to look up, and I was like, I really couldn't give a shit. I don't care what the men are doing. Like, if they want to boogie on down for ladies, that's not my problem. They can do that if they want. I want to go help the mentally ill people. I don't want to be here learning about why men are trying to attract women through dance. Thank you for liking the shading. Like, I've only just gotten back into shading. Like, I'm doing it as a kind of like practice for like one commission that asked for it. I've not shaded in months, so I'm like kind of like does light shading as kind of practice for things, because I feel like I've forgotten everything. I'm like, oh crap, how does one shade again? I literally don't remember. I usually forget anyway how I shade, but this has been like super forgetting how to shade. That I feel like I'm an old person, just forgetting everything I've ever known. Okay. Now I will lower the opacity for that just so it blends in a bit more. Okay, that's maybe too little contrast. There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Don't want to boogie with me? That's fine. I'll boogie by myself. Yes, you should. You should boogie by yourself. You can boogie on your own all you want. Or, I don't know, join a K-pop group. Maybe they'll boogie with you.
Join a volunteer dance group, learn K-pop dances, do flash mobs on the street, record it, upload to YouTube, instant success.
Yes.
Or something. I don't know how.
You'll be super popular with the ladies. You'll just be like
Yeah.
BTS. Okay, now shading the top now. Blue color. Welcome to the old but young club then. Man, I feel old. Like, I feel I'm not even young, but then I remember there's like over 30s in like the VTubing side, and I go, okay, maybe I'm not that old.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm still, technically on the younger side, but I feel old.
It really do feel like that, especially the ones that are like, I just turned 18, and you're like, wait, what?
I
Like,
feel like those people shouldn't even be content creators. I feel like that's a little bit too young to be trying to like get famous or something.
yeah, like, it's kind of like, I think it's also just really concerning for their well being as well. Like, y'all are like still in school. Are y'all okay? Like, there's a difference between like university. It's like we're already done all this suffering to get in. Now we just do suffering to try and pass, but there's nothing particularly beyond that. And then there's like they're like, oh, we have to pass to even like have a future, and I'm like, oh my god, like, are y'all okay over there? Like, y'all are so young. Maybe focus on school. Don't sit there and try and spend thousands on a VTuber model. But then they end up spending more than I ever have, and then that kind of scares me. I'm like, where did these young people get that money from? Like, where? Because, like, I want to know their source for myself. Okay. Why must shading be hard? Why must art be hard? Why can't it just draw itself? I have so many ideas, but my skills do not match those ideas.
The ability to render your ideas into life.
I would literally be like so powerful. I would be unstoppable if I actually had the skills to do what I wanted to do. Like, there's so many like artists out there that draw like fashion really, really well, but then they also draw like the characters really hot. And like, that's my goal, is like to be able to do that. I can't do that right now, but one day I will achieve that. And like, I've worked all these like years and I have improved. I can keep on improving. I will get there. And one day when everyone's like, wow, how did you draw all those hot people in hot clothes? And I'll be like, ha, I have trained myself for this. I have been waiting for this day to come.
While you've been going to parties, I studied the way of the sword.
I studied how the clothes sits on the boobie. And I achieved the goal. Okay, there we go. There's the harness on. Let's see. I can't do that yet. No, you don't understand. Like, I'm talking like the ones who have like the super duper rendered stuff. Like the ones where you kind of go like, Jesus Christ, like, what kind of art god are they? I mean, usually they're hentai artists, so it kind of explains a lot, but like, and so, but one day I will be like, it's like you can tell it's mostly their shading skills rather than anything else. Like, their ability to line art and shade is nuts, because it's usually like very basic like anime style, and then the second they start shading and it's like, what the hell is this power? Like, they are just unstoppable beings. They'll have like
and then they use it to draw hentai.
Well, I mean, yeah, they know exactly how to draw the clothes in order to make people go, I can fantasize about these clothing too. And you're like, yeah, I can tell by the way they shaded the jeans on what areas they really cared for. Because they'll like shade certain areas specifically really well, and it's like, I hate how well they've rendered the jeans, like, but also like you can tell there was like alternative purposes for them being able to shade that well, because you know why they're wanting to learn how to shade it that well. And I'm like, no, but also, why can't that be me? Why can't I shade it that well? I hate it. I hate it here. It's always the hentai artists that know how to shade clothes, and I'm like, but y'all don't even need clothes half the time. Half the time, your anime ladies don't have any on. Why do you need to learn how to shade like that? Why can't you share your skills with the rest of us? That's not fair. It's not fair at all. Like, their rendering skills is just too powerful, and I have a personal complaint about them. That I love them, but I also like can't follow them at the same time because I don't want my timeline to be filled with that content. Because it'll be a normal picture of like an Idol Master character, and then the next minute it's something else. So
Yeah.
like I can't trust them to behave
Truly
themselves.
a struggle.
One day there will be like a really good artist who just posts things that aren't like NSFW when they're drawing these things. One day. But I don't think that day is going to come anytime soon.
Or an artist who separates the not safe for work stuff from the safe for work stuff on different accounts.
Oh god, yeah, like that's just
If
like
only.
oh, if only, like they never do it, and I'm like, please think about our feelings. We love your art, but we also really didn't want to
the children.
screw the children. Think about me going to like university and not wanting to be seen with that. I'm like, because it does like I can't even like play Grand Blue Fantasy half the time out in public. I'm like, I can't be seen with this. There's too many like big booby ladies there that they'll go like, what the heck are you watching? And I'm like, I'm just playing a game. I swear we're just like beating up some primal beasts in order to like save the world and stuff. It is not that kind of game. But how on earth am I meant to convince anybody of that? They don't know anything. It actually reminds me of like there was like I used to have friends. I know that's quite a shocking revelation for like VTubers and stuff having friends like outside, but
God, wow.
I used to have them in school, and like I was like 13 or something at the time, and it was like my friend's like kind of birthday party at her house, and so her relatives were over as well, and she has like a lot of them, but in particular there was this uncle who was like really kind of like, my friend was like, oh yeah, my friend draws, and I'm like, oh no, please stop telling everybody I draw. Because I was just like I knew I was like terrible at it at the time. Like I had just started to draw like on paper and stuff, so like I'm like, oh please don't tell everybody that I draw. I don't want to be seen like with showing my art. And so my friend did it anyway, and I'm like, fuck. And her uncle just goes, oh, that's that hentai thing, isn't it? And I'm like, no, why would you say that? And then like my friend knew what that meant as well, and so I was like, no, it's not that. It is 100% safe for work. I'm 13. Bible school hasn't even told me what sex is. How and ever would I'm gonna draw anything? And I was like, no, I swear, I'm not drawing that kind of content. And he was like, yeah, that's that hentai stuff, isn't it? I was like, no, it's
How
not.
many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
It was literally like that. I was like, oh, fudge. But alas, I eventually had to explain it to him. I was like, no, it's really not that kind of content at all. I just draw like anime things. It's really not like that. God damn it. Oh, my VTube studio, behave yourself. I swear to God. It does whatever it wants, and I am tired of its behavior.
You're gonna put it out in the yard as punishment.
I am. I'm like literally just gonna put the whole entire like computer outside and be like, learn your lesson. It's okay, I draw on my iPad anyway. I don't need it. Okay, let's see. Overlay layer. This is so hard. Leggings is so hard to do. It's just like how to make leggings look like leggings. It's always so hard because they've like just got
They
such
got that weird sheen. They got a sheen to them.
It's like, and they all come in like different textures too. So it's like even if you study one texture, it's gonna look different on another. That is literally one of also the other things where I can tell someone is a not safe for work artist is if they draw a lot of yoga pants. Like, that is one of the telltale signs that they do that kind of content. So I'm like, it's like, you draw those a little too detailed, buddy. You end up drawing them a little too well. You know that they're accentuating their buttocks. You are a little too focused on that. They're
Wait,
like,
hold on. Anime yoga pants. Oh, that's not an anime woman. That's a real. Okay. I'm not getting any relevant. This search result is not helping me. Okay, I give up.
to be honest, you might be able to search Ganyu because for some reason she is drawn on them a lot. And I really don't understand why specifically her, but it's always Ganyu for some reason gets drawn in the yoga pants. And I'm like, I don't understand why specifically her. I just don't get it.
Ganyu photos, Genshin, office lady, swimsuit, bust shot. Don't know what that is. Don't know what. Oh, crony, cosplay. No, know what that is. Comics. Weird dress, original outfit. I'm not seeing any yoga pants.
I'll see if I can find it. There's oh, there we go. I found one already.
Oh my god.
I found it. They're selling it on Etsy.
So fast.
They're selling it on Etsy as a poster.
Oh no.
I'm like, I see. There will be people buying that probably. Here we go. Here's one of them. This isn't like the worst offender. Like, this one is pretty tame compared to some of the ones I've seen where they're like super detailed about it. And I'm like,
this is such a weirdly specific product. Ganyu and Shenhe workout outfit poster. They drew a picture of them working out at the gym, and now that's a poster. That's something that someone wants to hang up on their walls, apparently.
Yeah, it's really. I've seen so many people draw like Ganyu and the Raiden Shogun in yoga pants, like, and I'm like, I don't know what it is about those two characters that for some reason everybody wants to draw them in yoga pants. Oh god.
Huh.
I've actually like I've even just like literally searched the Raiden Shogun one, and I've already seen like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. Like I it's like, you know that they're really like, you can tell that they do stuff. Like, normal people don't go, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to specifically draw yoga pants.
Stuff. Yeah.
I'm like, nah, they're definitely into something. It's so obvious. It's like, no, I don't trust them. I know they draw other things, and they'll probably be on the same account. Because there's a chance that's like reposted art. Like, that's definitely going to be stolen art. It's always stolen art. Because the horny people can't just make their own art.
Yeah, there's a lot of people stealing art just to like sell it for their own profit.
Yeah, I had that experience before in the Mystic Messenger fandom. That was a wild time. Because, like, at that time, I was, like, one of the popular fan artists. So, like, I ended up with, like, thousands, like, constantly, like, looking at even, like, shit posts and things. And I was like, I don't know why they were paying that much attention to my art. It was, like, absolutely terrible back then, but they were. I think they were just that desperate for any content. But, like, there is people like...
Is there not a lot of fan content for Mystic Messenger? That's the one where the guys are, like, texting you on your phone, right?
Yeah. Like, there was a lot of fan content, but it was, like, they were, like, really bad to artists, to be quite honest. They were, like, really bad at how they treated artists. Like, they were happy to steal everything from an artist. It was, like, so anything went, but because, like, the more your art got attention, the more likely it was going to get reposted, it was going to get sold, and it would be like all over Redbubble being sold. And like a lot of
Yeah,
people.
Redbubble is so bad for like in terms of people just stealing shit and then just sticking it on there.
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely, like a nightmare. And so, like, I had drawn like an absolute shit post thing of 707 like dabbing, and I titled it like dabbing for Jesus because of him being like a total Catholic boy. So I was like, he's dabbing for Jesus, guys. And for some reason, they decided to sell that. Like, they decided to steal it and sell it, and I was like, of all the things you could
Why?
possibly steal, you decide to steal a simple doodle of an anime guy dabbing. Like, why? Why specifically
Yeah, it's pretty
this?
fucked up.
I was
Pretty
like,
fucked up.
man, like, it was my first time like having any like recognition in a fandom. So I was like, I'm so excited, people like my work. And like, so little B was like, yay. And then it ended up being an absolute nightmare with everybody like getting their art stolen. So a lot of like, I know like 90% of the artists ended up quitting the fandom in the end because we were like just so tired of, no matter what art you posted, everything would be stolen. It was
Yeah,
horrendous.
kind of serves the fandom right. That's really fucked up.
Yeah, like they ended up losing like a really, really good artist who posted content really frequently. Yeah, they really screwed that artist over from stealing her work all the time. And she wasn't
Yeah.
an English speaker as well, so she was like not understanding this etiquette from like the English speaking side of it. She just didn't get it because she's so used to like I think she was Korean, and she was so used to like them behaving and like doing things correctly that when she was seeing like all the kind of like English side reposting, stealing and selling her art, she just quit cold turkey and just went nope, and actually just completely quit art. It was,
Oh my god.
yeah, it was really bad. I was like, oh my god, this poor person, like her art
Yeah,
was
that's
so
kind of
nice.
sad.
Yeah, like that happened to a lot of the artists in the Mystic Messenger fandom. It just pushed a lot of them to actually like fully quit. And I was like, that's just really sad to actually like,
That's very sad, yeah.
yeah, like imagine driving them to actually like full on quit their work. Like it was really horrible. I hated it. I was like, oh, no wonder everybody left. And they're like, wow, why does nobody draw that anymore? And it's like, wow, I wonder why. Like, and I thought Genshin fandom was bad, but literally like Mystic Messenger fandom has like is like the top like assholes of like stealing work. Like even Genshin fans aren't as bad. Like they're bad, but not even as bad as Mystic Messenger was for how they
Yeah, some of
treated
them
artists.
can get pretty rabid.
Oh yeah, like I feel that the Genshin fans are really like aggressive, but like the Mystic Messenger fans would like literally like send you death threats and everything for saying, "Hey, maybe don't steal my art." And you're like, "Oh, come on, this isn't even like a controversial take. This is like, hey, you're kind of stealing and selling my art here. Can you not?" And they'll be like, "Here's your address, and we're coming to find you." And you're like, "What the hell is going on here?" It was so scary. Like they'd really go all out. Like I even had that problem where I had like a whole entire squad of them like actually try like dox me and like threaten me, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with
Oh my
y'all?
god.
Like it was nuts. Like all over PNG because they couldn't handle the idea of me saying, "Hey, maybe don't go around stealing people's art. That would be great. Thank you." And they're just like, nope, how about we say a bunch of racist things? And I'm like, that doesn't even like apply to me. Like those words, like I don't know. But so I was like, you're kind of being racist and like it doesn't apply to me. So I'm like, you're really just saying these words and being like 10 times worse. Because now you're actually just saying them for fun. Even worse, like you're actually just being racist for complete fun instead. Like, I mean, it's terrible regardless, but like, I'm like, damn, like, you're just saying it to anybody now. Like, what's wrong with you? but they were
At
like
that point,
horrible.
the fandom just deserves to not have artists anymore if they're gonna treat them like that.
Yeah, like they didn't deserve shit. So I was like not surprised that like every artist quit. The fandom was just like, nope, we're all out of here. Goodbye. Yeah, like how dare you question my right to be evil? It's like, well, I hate to tell you, but doxing people and like saying slurs and stuff is pretty bad, y'all. That's really not nice behavior. And why are you surprised you are like literally getting suspended off accounts? But oh goodness, they were an absolute nightmare. Hated them so much. And I'm like, because like at least with the Genshin ones, it's like you can understand why there was like some controversy around like certain bits of art and things. Like you could understand it from like, because obviously there's like cultural sensitivity and stuff, like how like obviously the game's portraying things, and or how certain artists may be portraying things. So like I can understand why like that could cause an uproar, but like Missing Messenger was like, we're gonna like fight over absolutely nothing. It was like, y'all need a hobby, y'all need a life, like go seek some therapy. Let's see, I'm trying to see what else I could add to like the jacket, like the little extra bits. Let's see. Let's just use the purple because I can't see shit. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Got some added stuff there. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay, that works. Yeah, she's just not speaking at the moment, that's all.
Yeah.
She's just vibing.
My mic is super sensitive, so we're using Discord reactive images right now, right? But Discord thinks I'm talking all the time, so my PNG is just there, perpetually sitting, mouth open.
It's okay.
It just do be like that sometimes.
It's okay. It's okay. At least like your microphone is like good for like your recording and stuff though, because they come out really clear.
Yeah, I have like a shit ton of filters on to make it sound good.
It's okay. We don't know any better. It sounds good to us. We're just like, it's fine. Sounds bopping. Anyway, y'all go stan like Aries, go listen to like New Gamble and listen to those sweet covers. Go do that. I recommend doing that.
Yes.
Go stream that stuff.
YouTube.com/c/Aries Shepherds. It's in the description. You can just click on it. If you guys like One Piece, I did a cover, an English cover of Backlight. And I'm trying to put out another cover soon in like a week maybe of Top Musica, but we'll see.
Top Musica.
It's really hard to sing. I did some recording yesterday. My throat still hurts from that.
Oh god, because like all the growling.
I'm trying to give it some time to recover.
Okay, I think that should be the outfit done for that.
Nice.
Okay, so let me just... I have to now remember what all the layers are on, because then I'll just kind of like color correct it all to like match. Oh god, that's not that layer. Oh, okay. Because I'll color correct it so it matches like the base as well. Because there's no point like making sure all the outfit looks cohesive and then going... There's just the body itself just standing out. Okay, create selection. Oh, okay, where is it? Okay. Okay, that's the leggings layer. I can select add selection, and I know the who add selection, and then Add selection. And then just making sure everything's selected, because then it would be very awkward if just part of it wasn't. Okay, and then add selection. Okay, that's everything selected. Yeehaw. Right, now onto gradient maps. I always like checking in gradient maps as well, because see, like that kind of first default thing that shows up for like the black and white, it shows you like the more accurate values. You know how like some people want to check like how contrasting their work is and stuff through black and white. Just putting on like a monochrome filter doesn't quite work, but gradient maps will give you like a kind of more accurate view of like what your values are, if there's like any particular shading areas and stuff that stands out or doesn't stand out enough. So I really do appreciate like it automatically goes to that before you do anything else, just to let you like actually, it lets you check your own values. And I'm like, thank you, because sometimes I go like, have I like made enough contrast? Is it too blended? And then I check it and then it's like, yes, it's too blended. And I'm like,
too
fuck.
blended, oh no.
And I'm like, fuck. Oh god. We're gonna get like a lot of demonic kinds of coloring, but it's okay. Let's try this one. This looks very demonic, but it might come out quite well in the colors section if we put it down a bit. Like the percentage down. Yeah, because it kind of... it makes the face kind of color blended better, but I actually quite like it standing out like that. So I'm like, no. Maybe overlay? Would that maybe help? Overlay helps a bit, but it kind of brightens up everything. I'll try another one. Let's try another one. Let's see. Ah yes, many demonic colors. So many to choose from. Maybe this one will work because it's got like the kind of, keeps your kind of bluish tint into your hair, and then it keeps the kind of pinkish tint in the skin. We'll see if this works.
Wow, this is some like science shit I'm not getting anymore.
Okay, let's see. I'm just trying to see. That works quite well, but I'm just trying to see what else. Trying to check all my options first. Oh god. There. God damn it. Why is picking things hard? You know what? We'll go with that. We'll go with that. There we go. So that's one done so far. Yeehaw. There we go. Now zoom me in. There we go. One done. Let's get another one done. Oh no, the towel's gonna come off. Where is it? Oh, where is the towel? Oh, oh, wrong one. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's this one. Oh no, you're naked again. There we go. Now let me look at the Pinterest again and see what other stuff we can look at. Okay. Okay, there's like see-through materials. We can work with that. We can do something with that. That should work. Okay. Let's try something like a space kind of see-through shirt. NSFW content on your YouTube? Indeed. Let me...
oh no!
Let me...
return of the titties!
We're gonna censor the boobies.
You gotta draw the censor bars! Yeah!
Here we go. Here we go. The censor bars are back. Don't come for me, YouTube. I'm safe, I swear. They don't have any clothes on yet, but I meant to draw that. That's the point. Okay, now. Though this is a bit harder with the censor bar being on. To actually draw the kind of under shirt thing, like the bra thing. Chill Susan is educational. Exactly. It's for educational purposes.
Yeah, we're teaching fashion design for anime characters. Yes.
Remember, kids, it's okay when it's anime, ladies.
Yeah.
That reminds me, there's like a whole entire like YouTube account that like literally like uploads like that kind of anime, but like just has it cropped but gets away with it. I'm like, I get it, it's cropped, but it's like so obvious what's happening, and I'm like, how is this even there? I don't get it. I don't know how they manage it, but I applaud them for managing to like avoid things, but I'm also like, how? For free, yes. For free. Like, there's actually a few accounts, and like all it literally gets recommended to you pretty easily. Like, see, if you just watch any kind of like, oh, I just wanted to watch like a certain clip of like Spy X Family or something, like just a random clip of it, and then the next thing it'll be like, do you want
totally innocent.
Do you want to see this content now? And you're like, no, not particularly. I was literally like, and so you just kind of sit there and go, this is the same bloody channel that uploads the same things. Like, they'll upload the regular anime ones, and then they just upload the other stuff like on the same day, and you're like, why? Why are you doing this to me? Because it'll sit in your YouTube recommendations, so it's like, can I even open my YouTube feed anymore? Probably not.
And it's worse if you're like, okay, so I have a separate YouTube account specifically for like my VTubing stuff, right? Because sometimes I stream my YouTube account on Twitch, and I don't want the recommendations to like be sus, you know? So the only videos I watch on that YouTube account are VTuber related videos, but sometimes there's still like some sus stuff on there.
Yeah, but it's, I mean, even VTubers are sus. Especially when they're like, wow, I'm a bottom, and I'm like, I don't care. I literally don't care what you do in your own time. Like, but because like it'll be like a VTuber clip of them saying that, it thinks you're interested in that kind of content, and you're like, no, I'm literally just trying to enjoy some like nice clips of like funny VTubers. I literally don't care what their position is in the slightest. But alas, the suffering we must go through.
Oh, are the buttons on the cuffs like little star diamond shaped thingies?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm going for like just like a kind of casual, kind of just see-through shirt, and it's going to be kind of like a galaxy kind of color with like just some denim shorts.
The see-through lace with the like the bra underneath, it kind of reminds me of, have you seen that picture of Florence Pugh in her dress?
I don't think so.
Oh, let me see. Florence Pugh. It was really recent. I don't remember what event it was. Let me see. Shit, I only see her. Okay, where is this photo from? I only see like the photo, but I can't tell what event it was from, so I can't look up her outfit. Dress? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Kind of reminds me of this look.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I love like galaxy themed stuff. Like I just think it's always really nice to play with all the colors.
Yeah, I think this was like the Don't Worry Darling premiere or like something promotional for that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard about like the behind the scenes drama going on with that movie?
I haven't. No, what happened?
Um, some stuff about uh the director Olivia Wilde dating like starting to date Harry, the male lead, like and like during filming while still married to somebody else, and then
Oh my
the
god.
the character Harry played was initially cast as Shia LaBeouf, but then apparently Florence was really uncomfortable with acting with him because, you know, of all the abuse allegations against him.
Mm-hmm.
And then Olivia tried to convince Shia LaBeouf to stay, but then publicly said she fired him because his acting style was not compatible with her directing style. And then Shia LaBeouf came out and had a bunch of screenshots of her begging him to stay, which is like the total opposite of what she said.
Oh my
And then
god.
apparently there's like videos of Harry at the premiere spitting on Chris Pine, although I don't think he actually did it. I think people are just exaggerating. And then they're saying that their relationship is on the rocks because he wouldn't look Olivia Wilde in the eye. And then apparently he made out with Mike Kroll at a ceremony in front of her or something. It's so
Oh
messy
my
and random.
god.
There's just so much shit happening.
Oh my god. Like I only saw like the spitting thing, but that's just because Twitter like suggested it for some reason next to like the news
Yeah,
of the
it like
Queen.
trended on Twitter.
I'm like I literally don't know how those two things possibly correlate with each other, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like
There's like a longer version of that video floating around too, and it shows him looking down at his pants, and it turns out he was just looking for his sunglasses, and then he found it later on in the clip. So
oh my
I
god.
don't think he got spit on. I think we would have seen the spit,
Yeah,
judging on the angle. So
yeah, it'd be kind of hard
it's a
to like
little.
avoid it.
Mm-hmm. It would have shown up on the camera. We got a good view of his mouth and stuff. The line from his mouth to that guy to Chris Pine's crotch or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's bullshit, but
We never know these days. We never know.
yeah. I think a lot of the drama, quote unquote drama around it is like super exaggerated, and it's people just trying to find something wrong with Olivia and Harry's relationship because Harry Styles has a bunch of crazy ass fucking fans or whatever
Oh yeah.
because he was in One Direction and stuff.
Yep.
But apparently the movie's not that good.
Oh god.
Apparently it's only got like 1 star out of 5, and I was like, shit, I really wanted to see the movie that was like behind all of this, you know, behind the scenes drama, but apparently it's shit,
No.
and I don't want to watch it anymore.
That's
I
so
was
disappointing.
interested in it.
That's so disappointing. Like you wait all this
I
time
know,
going,
right?
yes, this seems so interesting. Like what's
Yeah.
led to all of this tension, and then it's not even worth
Yeah.
it.
Apparently it's just like very bad.
Damn.
According to the reviews. I haven't seen it, but I did look up like all the spoilers that I could find on the plot of the movie. And
Mm.
like, yeah, it's not a good movie. The plot is very dumb, unfortunately.
Oh god. I literally don't actually remember the last time I've like watched a movie. Like I don't genuinely remember the last time. I've just
The
never
last
watched
time,
anything.
yeah, the last time I watched a movie in theaters, it was Multiverse of Madness. It was also really bad. And then walking home from the theater, I got hit by a car, so
Oh my god.
my experience has been tainted somewhat.
Yeah, that sounds very traumatizing. Like, were you okay?
Oh, I wasn't hit very hard. I walked it off.
You walked.
I'm kind of okay. My shoulder still hurts from time to time, but that's like another injury. That was like an older injury, and then the car hit me like in that injured shoulder, which isn't great. But
Oh
it's
god.
not just because of the car.
Mm.
Uh,
God, that sounds really traumatizing though.
yeah, it was kind of rough. But you know what? Next time I learned my lesson, and next time I get hit by a car, I will demand the driver's insurance information because I forgot to last time. Haha, oops.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I think I would have just cried. So, like, you're doing better than me.
Yeah. So the reason why I didn't like ask for insurance was because I was walking alone. It was getting kind of dark, and when I say car, he was actually driving an unmarked white van.
Oh
And you
God.
know the likelihood of an unmarked white van that hits you,
Yeah.
um, being driven by a serial killer or something is not zero.
Yeah, like hitting you like on
So
purpose just to do something.
I don't know if it was on purpose. Actually, I think the chances were pretty high that it was an accident, but I still didn't want to take that chance.
Yeah.
I was like, no, goodbye. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, it's better
Don't
to be
mind me.
safe.
I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Can you tell that when I put out music videos, they have to auto-tune me really, really hard?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Listen, I have heard your karaoke's. Do not try and lie to me.
Sometimes I do really fucked up karaoke though. This one time I did I ate like spicy noodles before doing karaoke, and then I did like, what was it, radioactive, and you know the part where they're going like, I just like screamed like a goat at that part. I was like, ah! That was me. Sometimes my karaoke don't sound as good as you think it might.
It's okay. We enjoy it nonetheless. We're having a good time. That's all that matters.
We're just vibing.
Okay, let's get... Oh, I forgot to edit the color on the shirt in that corner. Now I don't remember what color I picked. There we go.
So anyways, I'm probably not gonna go back to that theater again anytime soon.
Yeah, that sounds really traumatizing.
Yeah, getting hit by a car, 6 out of 10. The movie I watched, 5 out of 10.
Damn, the movie wasn't even worth it.
The movie wasn't even worth the trip. It was not good. I'm sad. I feel like phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe has been kind of mediocre.
Like, I'm not the biggest fan of like superhero stuff and that in general, so like a lot of the time I'll just sit there like, okay, I guess I'm not really interested. Okay, no, that's...
Yeah, at this point I'm watching it to be like relevant, so that I just so I know what is going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but I find I'm not enjoying it as much. I feel like a lot of it has regressed to be about like more for kids. Oh, what the fuck? That's really cool looking.
It's galaxy brushes actually. I've got several of them. I'm trying to
Oh.
see what like combinations could be used. Cause like I can easily add like the stars and stuff later, because I also have like constellation brushes. That actually
Ooh, pretty.
that actually reminds me, like, cause I actually like rated you on your debut day, and like I literally like
I think I remember that.
I literally came right in as soon as you went, I'm a fake Aries, I'm a Virgo. I'm like the exact moment, and I'm like,
Yeah.
liar.
Oops. Yeah, actually my birthday was a
Mm-hmm.
couple days ago.
That's why I was like, that's
You
what.
know.
That's why I was like, I should probably do it this week. So then, like, it's kind of like a late gift and go. Here's 3 outfits for you, because I was like, because I was just like deceased after doing everything else. I was like, I was a goner. I was like, no, I can't do anymore. I wish I could. Because
Yeah,
like,
I've seen your schedules. You've been busy.
yeah, I was dead after that. I was like, I felt it in my whole body. I felt the exhaustion hit real quick, and I went, uh-oh.
I know. I have been so tired lately. I'm only streaming once a week because I have an exam to study for that is
Mm.
like very difficult. So I've been stressed out and studying for that. And even then, like, oh man, I want to sleep so bad all the time.
I'm trying to see what I can do about like, because they're quite yellowish in tone. Like the yellow
Yeah,
does
yeah.
work.
It's like a lot of orange and
Mm-hmm.
yellow.
Yeah, because like the brush comes up default is that color. So it's like I can't particularly like change the color too much. Like because it so I often have to like manually change it.
Mm.
The blue seems to work okay. Just to add a little bit of that in there. Let me see. If I go to here. I'm trying to think. Well, that definitely makes it very vibrant.
Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. Let's see. What can I
It's
do?
starting to look like one of those tie-dye shirts.
Oh god. I literally like I actually like have like such a strong dislike for tie-dye patterns. Like it's
Oh.
one of those things I literally like I have never understood the full appeal of. Like to me, like I just like we had to do it in like brownies and stuff as well. Like doing the whole
Mm-hmm.
get your badge from making a tie-dye shirt, and I was like I've literally just ruined a perfectly nice white t-shirt for this. And I was so upset for like the
I
rest
like
of
the
the day.
process. I like the process of like scrunching it up and rolling it around and soaking it in dye and stuff. But then once it's actually made, I don't find that I want to actually wear the shirt
Mm-hmm.
after I've made it because I don't like the way it looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really good at tie dyeing stuff too. I made shit that looked like it did in the movies, and I still didn't want to wear it.
Yeah, it's like ugh. It's hard to like get it to look really good. Like I admire the ones who manage to make it look really fashionable, but a lot of the time it just doesn't.
It just makes me think of summer camp, Girl Scouts, Air Cadets, or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, did I
And you
even...
do it, and then you do it as like a group activity. You don't do it because the shirt looks good.
Yeah, and like you're stuck wearing it for the rest of the time. There is no choice.
Yeah.
I don't know if this will show up or not. Oh, it does. It's just taking its time. Constellation. I don't even get to decide the size of the brush or the pattern, which is probably the only downside to this brush.
Mm.
Because like sometimes I want to like have a specific pattern and then it'll just go no, and I'm like, oh,
Can you like render the layer and then transform it?
possibly. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me hide that layer. I wonder if I could be if it'd be better just actually just using a like sparkly kind of brush. Might be a bit easier. Nope, that's not even showing up properly.
Oh no.
Let's check what other stuff have we got. Okay, let's see this. Is this... Let's see if I put the overlay. Glow dodge. Oh god, now it's really shiny. Right, okay, let me check what other brushes might do the job. About running with droplet. Let's see what droplet would do. Droplet might work if I make it a smaller brush. Okay, I'm gonna have to edit the actual particle size. Thickness, no, I want it thinner. Now I want particles thinner and smaller. A dainty little thing.
Have you ever heard of what was it? I think it's a Stephen King horror novel
Ooh.
called Thinner. It's about a guy who just gets like thinner and thinner and then he dies. That's the horror novel.
Oh my god. Not gonna lie, I'd actually be interested in reading that. That actually sounds quite fun.
Yeah. He's like an overweight man who accidentally kills a woman with a car, and then that woman's husband or father curses him to start losing weight, and then I don't know, he dies. I'm a little unclear on the details.
It's okay. It's okay. I think it does remind me of like this one like channel on YouTube that like I used to watch, but like I don't even remember if it still exists or anything because I've not seen it like recommended anywhere at all in ages. But like they had like this this kind of ongoing theme of like a company like called X, and like they give all these people different like products and stuff as like horror themed stuff, like oh something will go wrong, like, and one of them was about a scale, and this girl wanted to lose weight in order to get attention from this guy, which you know this is going to go down bad pretty quickly. Yeah. It's never a good idea to go down that route, but she did that, and she lost that much weight that she died because she just kept going for it, and then to the point where it was too late. So then the scale kind of broke, and it just kept making her lose weight even when she didn't want it.
Oh, that's scary.
And she was, but I think it was kind of like a punishment thing for her because she was really superficial. Like she was like really like, oh, if I lose weight, then he's definitely got to like me now. Like being kind of really incel-y. It's like, oh god, girl, get a life. That's so sad. Like he's not gonna like you just because you're thin. Like no, like you're not obligated to have this guy. Stop being like a little female incel. That's sad. And then what was it? And then she would start like insulting other people if she thought they weren't as pretty as her. And I was like, God. Like, she would complain if anybody else said that about her. And then, but she was happily like dishing it out to others. So, like, she kind of got her own like comeuppance for that. She kind of deserved it. She was like a total bitch. It wasn't even like society is being cruel to me and I want to lose weight because like I've been like bullied or something. Because then like I'd get it. I'd go like, yeah, like, you know, if it's not your fault and someone's being horrible to you, then I don't think a horror theme's very nice message to say. Like, hey, like just suffer instead. Like don't like try and like prove them all wrong or something. But no, she was just a total bitch and got what she deserved. Because she just wanted to lose weight for a guy and was like, how dare he not date me? And it's like, because he didn't owe you a date in the first place. Your personality was atrocious. It reminds me of, like, what was it? Oh, what was that movie? There was a movie, like, a similar kind of prompt where, like, she pretended to be this pretty girl and who wrote like really nice, like, I don't know, stories or poems or really nice writing, whatever, and never seen her face, and it was this guy at school and used this like pretty girl's face like on webcam on purpose because she was like, oh, but I'm fat, he will only like me. And it's like, no, your personality's just atrocious, because she like used like all her friends and everything.
Whatever you do, don't try to lose weight.
Or if you want to, don't be a bitch about it.
Yeah, that too.
Like, God, like, she was just so insufferable just because she was like so nasty and like used everybody. She even used like the pretty girl, like, and made her upset. And I'm like, man, she's doing you a favor and this is how you treat her. Like, you don't deserve shit. And yet she got everything she wanted in the end, and that was the most infuriating part. It's like, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve that happy ending. Like, you're like a total insufferable being that I cannot stand when it's those kinds of characters get whatever they want in the end. Okay, where is that damn texture brush? I literally have a brush that adds like a kind of like fabric texture. Oh, there it is. There it is. Just to add that to the jeans to make it look more like jeans. There we go. I found the brush. Okay, and then just to edit the shoes, what layer did I put them on? Oh, it's on this layer. It's fine. It's fine. Got this. Was it in a first person perspective? I don't actually remember if it was or not. I actually don't remember if it was. But I remember it was like all the products and stuff were like X, and there's like a whole entire series of it. It was like oh, like kind of a karma kind of thing, like, oh, if you do this thing and you use this product and you use it too much, you will like learn your lesson the hard way. Which kind of just reminds me of like a kids TV show in the UK that has like a similar kind of theme, like to scare the shit out of you, to like not be like a total a-hole. But like, to be honest, it still scares the shit out of me. I'm like, no, I don't want to run into bad things. I don't want to use the lipstick that makes me like the hottest person in the room and then I lose like my whole family. I don't want that.
Yeah, I feel like it's not worth it.
I'd be terrified if someone like offered me a lipstick like that and I found out, I just like fling it out. Goodbye. I never want to see this again. I ain't dealing with that shit. I am not dealing with some voodoo things. I value myself too much. I know I'm gonna die if I use that.
You gotta be like the Scream people and be aware of the horror tropes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe then you will survive.
Maybe. Small chance of survival, but it's better than no chance of survival. Okay, let me see now. Black color, go over here. And then I've actually got to shade it. I forgot that I actually have to do the shading part as well. Like, crap.
That face when you realize you're not almost done when you thought you were almost done? Yeah.
That's my feeling right now. I'm like, oh crap, I've actually got to shade this now. It's fine. I can do this. Oh wait, why didn't I not just shave it on the same layer? Damn it. I could have just done that. Okay. Scribble, scribble. There we go. That will do. It's jeans, it's okay. They are just scribble, scribble. Okay, and then get to the shirt. Where's the shirt layer? Where's the base of the shirt? I have so many layers now, I don't remember what the base of the shirt is. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah. That face when all your stuff gets lost in the layers.
I think I found it. I got this. Because I can't shade on the same layer this time because it's a multiply layer and it just won't show up. So I have to do it completely without. So I'm like, no. But it's okay. I can do this. There we go. Multiply. Lower the opacity. Oh. Yes, see-through is so good. Like, you can just play with so much stuff when stuff are see-through. The effects is so nice to play with. It's just like Ooh. The only thing is, like, I like to shade everything on the same layers, so that's my only sad part. I now have to shade everything separately. But it's okay. It's okay. There we go. Maybe put the multi-layer up a wee bit, just so it will show up a wee bit more. Okay, now I'll get that, and I will get this, and then I will get where's the middle body? Where is the middle body? Oh, there it is. Add selection, and now we can play with some layers now. Graded maps. Woo. There we go. Let's figure out what colors we got going on here. What funky colors can we add? Okay, let's see how this one goes, because I think that might be the same one I used before, so it might show up quite well. But I don't like that it's made the bottoms really purpley, because I wanted them to stay blue.
Ooh, yeah. It kind of makes it look like the whole thing is kind of purple. It's giving off jumpsuit vibes.
So I'm like, damn it. Okay, so what if I just had... I could actually just use a color layer for this. Possibly could use a color layer. Why is it not letting me select? Oh, it's because I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. Man. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can literally just do this and alternate the colors this way. Wait, I'll go around this bit. And then around this bit. Okay, feel. Let's see, Penley. Oh god, no. Hue.
Hold on, I gotta get more water and stuff.
Okay.
Let me BRB.
Okay.
I also have to look for food because I'm hungry.
Yes, eat up. Eating important. Okay, that makes them look more blue. There we go. Oh, but it's made the hand blue. That's not a good idea. That's meaning cut off circulation. May have to do an amputation. There we go, we've got 2 done. This is the most productive I've ever been in my life. Can't believe I've actually managed to do 2 within 2 hours. This is a miracle for me. I mean, I think everybody knows that's a miracle for me. How little work I do. Now on to the last one. Okay. I don't actually know what to do for the last one. This is hard to decide. Thank you guys, thank you. Oh, I better censor before YouTube comes for me. Here we go. You can't come for me now, YouTube. Covered. See? Covered. There we go. Can't come for me now. Though I don't know what to do. That's my only thing. I literally don't know what kind of thing to do next. Let me look at the Pinterest again. Okay, there's like... okay. Let me see. Okay. Yes, there's gotta be 3, my usual 3. But I just don't know what to do for the last one. Do any of you have any ideas? Cause like, I'm happy to do like one that's like suggested as well. Let's see. I have no clue. Halloween. That'd be interesting. I always forget that Halloween's soon. Like, it's one of those ones where I kind of like, I forget about that holiday a lot until the decorations are all up. And then I go like, oh yeah, it's Halloween. It's just the holiday I forget about. No, we don't. We no show Nikki. No, we are covered. We are good. We are good citizens. We do not show the Nikki. We do not. I'm not even like monetized, and I'm still like, oh my god, I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm trying to think. Let me look up my own Pinterest board and see if there's anything that inspires me. Okay. Okay, here's my, let me have a look. Okay, these ones that I've saved recently wouldn't work very well. Let's see. Still looking. It's so hard to choose, you know? Like, it's just like, man, what to pick? It's so hard. For the hot astronaut look, I feel that like I need to do my proper research for that. You know what I mean? Like, really dive into different like references and stuff. Like, I feel that I would need it. Oh, I've got an idea from seeing one of them. Like, kind of.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
What are we doing this time?
I have just thought of the idea as soon as you turned up and thought, well,
Nice.
Since these two are like kind of more casual, what if it was like a kind of like dress kind of thing, but not like a really like frilly dress or anything, like kind of like one of those ones you'd like see a K-pop girl like wear on a stage kind of dress.
Oh.
Because like I know
I do like K-pop aesthetic.
Guess I'm like, yeah, that might work. Because then I can like probably do like, I don't know, like some little details around here or something, so there's like a bit of shine or something. But we will see. Let me look at some more references. I'm just like looking at my references and going, what will inspire me? I've got plenty to look through. Me and my 2,700. Plenty choice for me to look through. I'm sure I will find something that helps. Like, there's a lot of folk who are like super against using references and stuff, and I'm like, y'all are cowards, and this is why like they end up like just editing the same picture all the time. And I'm like, I can tell that they've just edited the same picture all the time. I'm like,
Oof.
Like, I'm like, nah. Like, it's okay to have similar styles, because some, like, I have people who ask me for, like, similar styles all the time. So I'm like, okay. Like, I'm used to having to draw very similar styles. So it's not really about that as such. But more like some of them will, like, just recolor something else. And I'm like, I can tell you didn't use references. Because that's not even what the client asked you. It's not even remotely close to what the client asked you. I'm just usually stuck with the same stuff because that's what people ask me. They're just like, can you do this? And I'm like, for the 13th time in a row, yes. Yes, I can.
can you make an astronaut outfit for me? Not me trying to pawn off my work onto somebody else.
Like, I'm just like, yeah, references are tools. There's no shame in like using them. Yeah, there's more shame in not using them.
There's no point in. I think you can't learn without using references.
Yeah, like I feel people who like brag about it, like it kind of shows when they don't. Like I just feel it's really obvious when they don't use references. I'm like, yeah, I can tell. And it really bugs me. I'm just like, man, like, especially when it's people who have, like, a lot of potential. Like, they've clearly got skill in art and things, and they can draw really well. And then they just draw, like, they just never use references for anything. And I'm like, that's so sad. You could be, like, so big brain right now. If you just use references, you could be so powerful. But no, you choose not to grow in power, and that's on you. Meanwhile, I feel
like as long as you like cite any references you use if they're really obvious, or like just don't one for one copy whatever it is that you're looking at, you're fine.
Yeah, like that's why like I try to like gather as much different references as possible usually, like especially for commissions, because they'll be like, oh, I want this for like a commercial outfit, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna really make sure this is like specifically
original
for
work.
them.
Original character, do not steal.
And I'm like, God, especially when like they'll give you references, but like it's like kind of the same outfit for every reference, and I'm like, that's like not giving me much freedom, which I don't mind. It just means that I just have to go search my own stuff as well, which I don't mind because I mean I've got so many. Then I'm like, I'll find something. But I'm also like, how do I make this unique when they want very specific things? How do I make it for them when they're going, I want this really specific thing, and if it's not the specific thing, then I want changes to be that specific thing. And you're like, no, please spare me. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to not get copyrighted.
I believe in you.
They'll be like, I want this for my stream. And I'm like, I don't want sued. So, like, you know, I'm like, no, please. Let me look up my own references. Let me explore different options. It's so, like, if it's too restrictive, then I'm like, oh God, how am I meant to make it, like, for them without it, like, looking like a copy of something? Because, like, I know that, like, obviously there's just so much out there that there's no way to be, like, 100% original. There's just too much out there. Like, that's just impossible. So it's like, well,
yeah,
the chances are it's been done before. It's not new, but, like, you can tell when someone's, like, tried versus, you know, they've looked it up on Google and found the first image possible and went, yep, that will do. And they've changed absolutely nothing.
It's especially hard when making music to be original, because music theory uses a set number of chords, so there's only so many different ways you can arrange these chords in a way that sound good, in a way that fits like the pop song template or like the KDA song, like the K-pop song template, without having something being similar.
Like,
because it's all about patterns, and sometimes those patterns just happen to match up.
Yeah, and like everybody wants to sue each other all the time, going, you stole my song, and I'm like,
I know.
And I'm like,
and then somebody else like pulls up a third song that existed before both of the other ones, being like, it looks like you both ripped off of this one.
Yeah, it's like, I hate to tell you guys, but none of them were unique. Like, you know, they're all bops, but there's nothing unique about them. But that's okay. It's okay. Like, it's still their own thing. Let me see, okay. Man, I definitely went on, like, a specific style spree, and it shows in, like, my reference folder. I'm like, I see I saved a lot of this style. Like, man. It's very obvious that, because sometimes I just go on a specific spree about a very specific style and I just mass save everything, and then I forget that like that's what my whole entire feed will be recommending me now, and I go, oh yeah, I'll just add that more, and then the whole feed ends up being just the one style, and I'm like, god damn it. Then I have to deliberately look up something else. Let me see. Let's see. Come on, scroll. I have so many that Google is just like, stop that. It's yelling at me. Oh my god. It's okay, I will use my brain. I will just have to
Fire that half brain cell. I believe in you.
I can do it. I can use that brain cell. Sort of. Sometimes. Okay, now I'm changing this. Let's go board. No, we'll go for a thin sleeve. That might work. Thin sleeve. Like, I like doing these kinds of streams just because it's like a challenge to myself, because I usually spend like a lot of time doing anything, like a lot of research, a lot of changing things back and forth. Like, I spend so much time, and it's like, it's a ridiculous amount of time, but it's just, I spend that much time trying to make sure it's exactly what I would want to give to somebody, because I'd feel bad if it was.
You're speed running this shit.
Yeah, it's like training
the
me to
video
think.
games.
Yeah, it's like making me think like on the spot, and so it's quite good brain training, but I'm also like, because like I still want to do my best, but then I know it's not necessarily going to be, but I still try, because I'm like, damn it, because sometimes just that extra bit of thinking time, or like just sitting there by myself and looking through a million references will give me that inspiration that I may have needed to really come up with something. But like, if I spend so much time, I'm never going to finish a commission in my life. So I'm like, no, I got to practice being a bit faster, doing things faster. Because if
I never got to the point with any of my like crafts that I was comfortable opening commissions for many of them. Because I was like, I'm not confident that I can deliver something and like take people's money for it and have it be okay.
Yeah, I felt that. Like, I usually like open when I feel confident enough, and then like 2 seconds later I'm like, crap, what have I signed up for? What have I done?
Yeah, it's like, shit, what have I done?
It especially feels bad like when you've like done your best, and then like the commissioner gives you the most lukewarm response you've ever heard in your life, and you're like, my life's ruined, they didn't like it. Like, I'm just like, cries for 1,000 years, never gets over it, my pride is tattered. Because like, that's like the worst thing. You like never want like a commissioner like come up and go like, I don't like it, or like they pretend they've never even bought it, and you're like, my heart. It hurty. Like, you understand, because like you can't like make people like things, but it's also like, that was my job. My job was to make them like it, and I failed that job. And then I feel like super guilty for like the rest of my life that I will remember it. There's something in my eye and I don't know why. It's probably an eyelash. It's always an eyelash. Because I have like really long eyelashes and they just fall off all the time. I just have like too many. It's like if my eyes were a long-haired cat, that's what they would be. just constant shedding. And
Oh,
it pokes me in the eyeball all the time, and I'm like, the pain of it. And everyone's like, oh, I love your eyelashes, they're so nice and long, you don't have to wear mascara. And I'm like,
but they also get fucking everywhere.
yeah, like they're
You
always...
shed like a cat.
Yeah.
You have to clean them up.
Yeah, like every 2 seconds it's like, oh, there's another eyelash, and you'd think I'd be bald by now, but no, there's still like a million eyelashes on there, and I'm like, god damn it. I'm like, I can never get rid of them. Not that I necessarily would want to get rid of them, because I'm like, no, I don't have many things I'm proud of, but that's at least one of those things I'm proud of. So I don't necessarily want to have bald eyelashes, but I would like maybe them not to fall out so often. Maybe when I feel like they should decrease, not every 2 seconds they decrease. And then grow again within 2 seconds. It hurts. Like, I have less problems with putting my face in my cat's fur than my own eyelashes. It's pain.
I have very long hair, so it doesn't get into my eyes, but it does, shed a lot. It's just there's just so much hair everywhere in my home, just everywhere.
Is it like thick as well?
Yeah, the strands themselves are not thick, but like the density of hair is thick. That I just have a lot of hair, and it's very thick and very long.
God, like my hair's not particularly long. It's like, that's why like for like when the 3.0 model comes out, there's going to be like the kind of slightly shorter haired version, because that's like my kind of like actual length version. Because, like, I've always, like, said, like, oh, I just can only wear extensions. So then I'm like, ta-da, reveals actual hair length. It's not that short, but, like, it's not, like, super long. But it's, like, because it's really thick and wavy, it gets everywhere. And I'm like, But it's probably not as bad as, like, you would having the long hair, because then it's, like, really noticeable because of the length of it.
I haven't gotten my hair cut since the pandemic.
Oh my god.
So, it's been a while.
Oh my god.
And I would get it cut, but apparently where I live, getting long hair cut is like $100 at minimum. And I'm like, that's so crazy.
That's
Why
really
would you
expensive.
do that?
That's really expensive.
It's so expensive. I do not like it.
That's like ridiculous pricing. Like, I get like there's cost of living and stuff's all went up, but I feel like that's like really ripping people off to like charge that amount for a haircut. Like that just feels like a scam at that point.
Ooh, first stole. Fancy.
We being fancy. You've got to keep warm when you're on the stage. Can't be cold. I can't do much about your legs though. They're gonna stay cold. But at least you're moving
it's okay.
around.
My legs are warm.
That's good. At least you've got like somewhere where there's a bit of warmth. Actually, you've only got like one sleeve as well, so you're really going to be cold.
Yeah.
You're really cold here. It's okay. Bare leg Aries, let's go. It's okay. I'm glad that you're enjoying it.
We can put semi-transparent tights on top. True culture. They also won't keep me warm, but at least they'll be covered with something.
That is true. I'm gonna get rid of that pattern just because it's bothering me a little. Like, it's a little too bold and not as classy, so it's bothering me. It's okay. I'll figure out what I want to do afterwards. I'll figure it out.
Which part? The trim on the edge?
Yeah, like, I was like, I'll see what I'll do after. Like, let's put, like, maybe, kind of watch it as well, since this arm's bare. So, like, if you were to lift your arm, there's still some form of decoration on both arms. So you don't have a bald arm. There we go. And now for shoes. Oh god. Oh god, I forgot there's the shoes. Oh no. No, I can't think for shoes. The Rolex watch. You're living the expensive life now. You've went from
yes.
You've went from ripped jeans to Rolex. That's a massive upgrade there.
I'm fancy now.
Screw Levi's.
I'm so fancy. You already know.
Trying to think for shoes. Trying to think. Went from K-pop star to fancy femme fatale. Joke's on you. They're all K-pop stage presence outfits. One's when it's like the KDA style. The next one's when it's like that acoustic range where they have like them all sitting in their casual clothes. And
number 2 could also be airport style.
Oh, true, airport. You're just walking around being like, yes, take my picture, it's fine. It's not fine, you're a weirdo. And then, let's see, I'm literally like, what to do? Because you can't just go and like wear no shoes. That would be kind of awkward and it would probably hurt. Let me see what I've got in my shoe reference section. Since I've got multiple. I've got like 560 between shoes and bags. They're mostly all shoes though. Let's see, what can we find that would fit this vibe? They're all kind of trainers. Okay. This might work. Kind of a twisty vibe. But it's sometimes a bit hard to like, depending on the pose. It's like people forget that the pose can make or break an outfit as well, just because it's 2D. Like there's only so much we can actually like work with. It's like if you're running around in person, obviously it doesn't really matter as much, but like trying to show things in 2D is a nightmare. So it really depends on what the angle is. And I'm like, pain. Okay. Now I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's see. Because like at this point, like if it was like more angled feet, like it would have easily been able to like just put in like high heels and then it would just work with anything. But no, I don't have that option. Your feet are facing the front. I only have myself. I know that. Don't remind me.
Time to redraw the feet, but then that means you have to redraw the body, but then that means you have to redraw the clothes.
The pain.
You can't win.
I can't win. The pain, the suffering. I have to deal with the consequences of my own actions now. Let me see. Because yeah, like a lot of high heel stuff, it's like you've got to make sure that you can like actually see the heel at some point on like at least one of the feet, or it's like kind of a nightmare to actually know what it looks like, because a lot of it's like the details sat at the side of it and not at the front, and you're like, crap. I don't see many like kind of fancy shoes like where they have all the detail at the front, unless it's like sparkly jewels or something, like the really big clumpy ones. Otherwise I usually see like them all put like their fancy patterns and stuff on like the sides of it, so they can like sit and point their feet and twist their ankle just to show off. Which, I mean, fair dues, I would do that too. But not the point. Okay, let's see. This might be okay because it just has some decoration on the front part, which I'll add afterwards. And then maybe put like a little kind of... There we go. Let's see. I think I'll add like a fur or something afterwards, just to make sure it's all base colored first. And then I'll just shove fur on the top. Let's see. Let's go, let's go. Okay, it's selected, thank God. It's actually like paying attention to me today. Because like I had so many problems in like when working with Nana's one and Camille's one, like the selection was just not working at all. It was just not selecting anything. It's behaving for you though. It must like you more.
Thank God.
It's like behaving for you, like zero issues with selection at all. And it, like it's the same
coral color.
I'm just like I can't see, so I'm like
oh.
I mean, it can be, but I was like, use these any color just to see.
I've been having issues with my mouse recently, where like I click once, but it behaves as if I double clicked, so it's really hard to highlight text and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Because you're supposed to click and drag. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've had that problem before, like on an old computer. Like it stopped now, but it used to be like all the time. So like I feel you, it's like absolute pain.
Supposedly it's because there's like dirt inside of the computer mouse and you have to clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how to do that.
As far as I know there's like a spray thing and like you just like scoosh into the mouse. You just like scoosh right in it. And it apparently like blows like the dust and stuff out of it. It just blows the air out. And I'm like, okay. Well, that's what my dad did anyway. But then it turned out I think it was just because the computer had a virus. So mine was probably not the dirt. Okay, and then make sure that's colored. And this section. And then the ring there. And then the necklace there. There we go. There we go. There we go. All based colored. There we go. Let's see, what if we made it black? It makes it look very classy. Cause then I could just...
One of those little black dress moments. I like the shoulder. It's so pointy.
Shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads.
You gotta make sure you assert your dominance with your shoulder pads.
Just like the 60s.
Like, seeing all of this come, like, back into fashion has been, like, very interesting for me because, like, I end up, like, not being able to buy anything because it's all suited for people with, like, really small chests. And I'm like, if I wore that, I would look like I'm trying to sell myself. So maybe not the best idea. But alas, you know, I don't get much of a choice.
Fashion trends are kind of all over the place now because of fast fashion. We used to have, you know, set eras where there was only one, like a couple of very distinct styles that sort of defined a decade. But now that clothing is being produced so much quicker than before, we don't get that. We still have stuff like the 20-year cycle where stuff that was popular 20 years ago comes back into fashion. But we don't have that distinct look of a decade anymore.
Yeah. It's really sad, and it's like, because I don't mind older styles because like a lot of them do suit me, so like I'm perfectly fine, but there's still a lot of stuff like it's really catered to certain body types because of certain eras. And like I'm like, come on, this is like not the time to be like catering to like really tiny like flat chested, no curves kind of like clients, when we should be acknowledging that there's different body types now. Like, if you're going to bring back that kind of trend, at least make some like styles that still reminiscent that kind of vibe, but have like alternative options for people with different body types.
There'll always be like alternative subcultures now that are doing their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as homogenous as it used to be, which I think is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. It is a good thing. It's like, well, thank God there is like a bit of like consideration now compared to before. But like, I do see like for particularly like folk who can't like afford like more expensive brands, and they do have to rely on fast fashion, and then like there's not much choices for them, and I'm like, man, that's just so sad. I'm like, that's not really fair on like people who don't have a lot of money, but they shouldn't have to be like subjected to wearing things that they just don't suit. Like, that's just not very fair on them. It's like, I'm like, oh man, it takes like 2 seconds to just think of like maybe like making a slightly longer sized version of like a crop top, just so like it fits like maybe people
Giant titties.
Yeah, like just so it actually like goes
what
over.
She said.
Like it's
what you
goes,
said.
Yeah, like just so it like goes over, like just a bit more length, or like something that's a bit more fastened, like to go around people's waists if they have like that kind of hourglass figure, like instead of like a lot of it's quite straight up and down, like to give them that option, like maybe sell belts or something, give them something to work with. But no, they give them nothing, and I'm like, oh, you bastards. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm gonna use that kind of goldish color for there. Let's see, I'm trying to see how I can make it like shiny, though I'm not quite sure how. I've still not properly studied how like people do like metallic shading. I've still not studied that yet, so I'm like, how to do metallics.
Yeah, it looks so complicated.
Yeah, like there's a video, like there's like, it looks like would be a great tutorial on YouTube at the moment. I've just not got around to watching it because it's so long, and I'm like, I don't have that time. I don't have that time to figure that out. But I'm going to watch it eventually, because it does look like it'd be really useful, because they drew like the metallics so well, and they were kind of just showing you like hints and tips on how to do it without like overexerting yourself. And I'm like, that sounds exactly ideal, because I don't want to suffer. Because there's a lot of like things where it's like, we've just got this little button for it that will do exactly what you want, and you're like, this whole time there was like a little button that could have done everything for me, and you let me manually do everything. And they'll be like, yep. And I'm like, I don't like that. Why did you not tell me earlier? I thought you knew. Like, it reminds me of this like manga artist on Twitter who figured out that apparently people use the 3D assets in Clip Studio for like classroom scenes and stuff, and they had manually drawn all the chairs and tables instead of just using the 3D assets and copying and pasting them, and even a free perspective tool to like just slap it all down and clip it all down. And they had manually drawn everything. And I'm like, oh my god. I would have just disintegrated at that point. I would have just died if I found out that.
I just died.
Been like, man, imagine going through all of that line art to find out you could literally just press a button and everything's done for you. Yeah, you can convert it to line art if you have like Clip Studio EX version instead of the Pro version. Then you can literally just press a button and it converts it to line art for you. You don't even have to draw anything. You can just slap on all the 3D assets and then go convert to line art. Ta-da, you're already done. It even gives you a base fill.
Oh my god.
It bases it for you too. And you're
That
like,
sounds so easy.
Yeah, and this person...
I wish I knew how to do that.
Yeah, this one person manually drew everything and found out afterwards. And I was like, oh my god, I would just die. I would hate myself.
I'd just cease, not to exist, I'd just cease.
It's just like, nope, I could not cope with myself if I found that out. This is one of these things where, like, I have an idea, but can I draw the idea? And this is why I hate people who are able to actually draw all these fancy clothes, because they actually have the skills to convey exactly what was intended. And meanwhile, I
see what you're putting. I'm picking up what you're putting down here. I see it. It looks good.
Yeah, like, you know how, like, it would be, like, reflective, like, in person. Like, it'd all be shiny, and you just walk around and be like, yeah, I'm sparkly. And then let's try and put some down here, so... just so the shoes aren't as plain. Okay, and then I will see if I can edit the colors just a little, like, just so it looks a bit different in different lighting. Okay. Now let's see. We might not add, like, the fur or not. We'll see if, like, it looks fine with it or not. We will figure this out. We're gonna figure this out together. And you can just say, like, I prefer without or with. Because, like, it takes 2 seconds to, like, just do it anyway. Because fur is pretty easy to, like, shade, to be honest, because you can just do whatever you want. Just scribble everywhere and it doesn't matter. It's, like, one of the easiest materials to get away with, because you just scribble, 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 and it's fine. It just works already. Okay. I will just roughly put it this color just because I can't see. But I was going to make it like an even darker black, so it's like really, like, kind of contrasts. Meanwhile, the dress is more like black but reflective. So for some reason that color works as well.
Ooh, I actually kind of like that. Yeah, it goes with the gold.
Mm-hmm. This is what I like with the... oh god. Yeah, I feel like that actually works okay. Let me just shade that really quickly, and then you can, like, decide if you want it with or without. Because I literally just have to go splodge. It's the one thing I enjoy coloring. If there's any fur on an outfit, I'm like, yes, let me color it. I will color the fur. I love just splodging around and doing whatever the hell I want. Just because fur just goes in whatever direction it wants anyway. And then add some lighter color. And maybe add some blue undertone to cool it down a wee bit. Okay, so let's see. Should I put a layer effect on it? Maybe shoves white on it. It is fine. Okay, let's see. Okay. Maybe add glow. Well, that just makes it pure white. Oh, pin light. Okay, so that's it with the fur, and then let me hide the layers. Oh, okay, that didn't hide the full layer, and that's it without. So which one would you prefer out the two?
I like it with the fur, I think.
Okay.
The cream colored fur. I just think it goes really nice.
Yeah, like I think just because of the pose with the arm up there, it like makes it look a bit different. But like if both your arms were down, then it looked like more cohesive, like with that kind of side. Where it's fluffy there, it looked more like that. You're just raising your arms, so it's like stretch.
Stretch.
Now.
I still like it, yeah.
Okay, now let me get that because now the next test is whether there's going to be tights or not. And then we let the people of culture decide. Okay. I think it's because it's not okay. Let me see. Because I have like multiple different brushes and I'm like, crap, which one to use? I think that one might be a bit too thin for what we're looking for. Like a little too sheer. Okay. I need to remember what the other brushes are. Where are they? You know what, like when I was like preparing like the HoloLive fan art ones as well, there's a brush I recognized that's on one of the official models, and it's this brush here. And I recognized it instantly. I was like, I know where you got that brush from. I know where you did that brush. It felt really weird. It feels weird recognizing Clip Studio assets on like official models. I'm like, I know where you got that. Where is the tights? Where is it? I literally have other ones in this layer, in this folder bit. Because I can see like the fishnet ones, but that's not the ones I'm looking for. So I have regular tight ones as well. Where is it? Okay, that's cross hatching. Nope. Is it an effect? This marble small glitter. Galaxy star. Nope. Damn it. Where is it? I put everything in different, like I just put them wherever, so I'm kind of like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's somewhere completely random. It had nothing to do with what the actual folder name is. I have that many that I've just put them in different categories.
Just wading your way through the various assets you've collected over the years, yeah.
Too many. Oh god, yeah, Reggie's given all the brushes for Iris. It's like, thank you. We appreciate that because we're going to suffer otherwise. Let me zoom out already. Sometimes with like the tights brushes and stuff, they like end up being really laggy, which is really annoying because you want to kind of see it like go up as you're using it.
Yeah.
But sometimes they are like quite laggy. And I have to just sit there and wait. See, like it cuts off at the top and I'm like, no. Did I say cut off at the top? No, I didn't. Right, work this time. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you, little brush. You did it this time. Sort of. You sort of mucked up on the leg, but you did something. So now your leg's kind of wonky. Okay, maybe like that way. The little brush that could. Well, it's not doing much. It's not doing much at all. It's not behaving.
A little brush
itself.
that could, but isn't.
A little brush that did its best, but still didn't do a good enough job.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Let's please let this one actually do its job. Okay, that one worked a little better. Like, technically, if it wasn't so laggy, it's meant to actually shape around the actual leg itself. So then the actual shiny bit's meant to be, like, properly curved. But alas, that's not what happened. Now your hands are apparently tasty.
Yeah. Something about that don't look right.
Yeah. Like, your legs are kind of going in a completely different direction to what they're supposed to. It is hard, but it's still disappointed his parents. It did. It disappointed me in so many levels. Yeah, let me try the other brush then. Though, to be honest, I think it being, like, bare-legged kind of works. And, like, just imagine, like, there's, like, safety shorts underneath. And then just, like, just jumping around. Yeah, I think we might just go with the bare legs. I think it works. We just pretend you're using skin color tights. It's fine. You're keeping your legs nice and smooth. Okay, now nail polish color. Make it like black and gold. Down here. And then, oh, I don't remember what color I used. Back up I go. There we go. There we go. And now we will use... Actually, I did think about putting my, like, kind of swooshy thing back in, but I wasn't sure. Like, I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep it or not.
The little bustle?
Yeah, just a little bit, like, just flowing around like a little tail feather, but on the side. But more
It would enhance, like, the diagonal flow of the dress.
Because I was also thinking, like, it being, like, slightly see-through, so it's not 100% bold.
Yeah, see-through, like a lace or like a sheer material. Yeah.
I'll just actually fill in that gap there, because then that fills in the gap. And then put multiply, and then lower the opacity. And then I will select that layer and I will put some texture on it. Actually, I could probably put like a tight texture on that itself. That might work. Oh. No, it did not. I'm a liar. It did not work.
Oh no.
I wonder, oh, glitter. I wonder what this will do. Oh, shiny. Oh wait, I might have to erase it on that layer. That might be the good idea. Nope, never mind. It's not doing it. It's not behaving. It's okay, there's some form of shiny thing going on. And then, let's see. We'll do mini shading just to show off those folds a bit. There's no point having that when you can't even actually see that there's a fold in the first place. That would kind of suck. And then multiply. And then... There we go. At least now we can actually see it's ruffled. Okay, now what layers do I on? I've got that layer selected already, and then add selection as well, and then where's the fur? There's the fur. Add selection, and then I just need the third body. It's this one. Add selection. There we go. Now we can shove a gradient map on it. There we go. Oh god. Now we're back to our demonic colors. Okay, I know I had this one on first. I don't remember what setting I had it on. Okay, roughly that. But I don't want it to stay as that color, so I will reselect. And let's mess around with the colors. Let's see what this one does. What's this one do? Colors are hard. Hate coloring. Hate deciding colors. I can't decide shit.
Same. I have no sense of color theory.
I literally just wing it and call it a day and go, ta-da. Okay, let's, oh god, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, now, if we wanted to really make sure all the colors blended, one gradient map on top of everything. Everything now gets the same effect. Oh god, that one's really demonic. I wonder what will happen if I used it. Oh my god. Where's it? Where's the color? That one was really demonic, oh my god. Okay, let me try a different one. Oh god. No, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean to select it, damn it. I'm slapping it on all of them. Okay, let's see how this one goes. Slap. A bit soft light. That could work. I'll just lower it a little. There we go. There we go. Oh, I didn't make it shine as much on that side. Aw.
Still pretty shiny.
Yeah. It's really done. It's like made it like kind of like bluish tinty. It's like, no, the golds. I wonder if I could use a soft brush and just on that kind of those little areas. Let's see. See. Oh no, it's yelling at me for that one. It's not letting me do it on that one. Okay, I think that will. The first costume reminds you of Aries' OG model. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. I did have a white jacket at the time because I had made my model in VRoid Studio and I didn't know how to use VRoid Studio, so I was very limited in how I could like design my outfit, so I took one of the default jacket textures and just basically painted on it. And I couldn't figure out what colors would look good with blue hair, so it just turned out white.
It's okay. It's okay. You did your best, and like I actually saw like the thingy like when I was like grabbing your reference and stuff. Like it actually shows you it, and I was like, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay, let me zoom in on all of them. Then over here, and then
It looks so pretty.
And then this side,
It's so shiny.
Shiny. There we go. We've got 3 outfits done. Woo!
Woo!
my
Nice.
my waist feels like it's been like having a free workout just because of having to like bend over to sit up to sit on the iPad. So I'm like, I'm feeling it in my waist, a free workout.
Oh yeah, my throat is sore from the talking. I went at it too hard yesterday. I'm paying for it today.
Oh God, definitely rest up. Like, okay, so like
That's the plan.
since we have it all done, we can like stop there, and then you can get plenty vocal rest, and then I will bug my mum. She's back from the bingo. My favorite thing to do is
Ooh.
annoy her. So I'm like, she's
Okay.
back. Okay.
I will go have dinner now.
Have a nice
It's
meal.
dinner time. Thank you so much for having me on, Nia.
No
It
problem.
looks so
Thank you for
good.
offering to be here.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
Right.
see you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. So it's just us, chat. It's just us now. But thank you all for coming along again. Yes, I'll be posting them to Twitter. Yeah, I will be posting them to Twitter very soon. I will like double check like the colors are okay, and then I will post it. You, where did you turn up? When did you turn up? And I'm glad. I'm going to try and do the Holo Live ones that I was meant to do earlier on. I'm gonna try and do them tomorrow. Let me show you guys. Like, I posted it on Twitter, but let me show you guys what it was that I was meant to be working on. Like, literally, but the fatigue has been getting to me. So let me just that's just like the sketchy parts is the parts I'm going to clean up and obviously resketch. Let me is it this layer I have to hide? No, that's the wrong layer hiding. There we go. And then we've got the clean faces. And so that's what we're going to be doing like next time. Like, I'm going to be working on that. I'm going to try and do it tomorrow, okay? I'm going to manage it. And hello, welcome to the stream, even though we're about to end. But welcome either way. But yeah, I don't know when I will do it. Like, maybe I might do it like the same time as I've done it today, like about 8 p.m. my time. So that's like 3 p.m. EST. I might just do like work on this then and just try and finish it off. But yeah, thank you guys for being here, and I will see you all another time. Da-da-da-da. Let's go to offline now. Hee hee.